it's everything. The voice inside your head said that you can do anything. You start to feel the power building up in your ears ring. You feel the bravery and courage tugging your heartstrings. It's not over.
Whether it's
County War tonight, and it's a warm, muggy night here in EUFAULA, but a great night for high school football. And we're starting our broadcast just a little early, but unbeknownst to me. But Chris, what do you think about tonight's ball game?
Oh, I'm excited. You know, this is the 6th or 7th time that we've done this game in the McIntosh Border War, and we always enjoy coming here, and so. You know, it's a great setting. It's a great game. People were here at 8 o'clock this morning, sitting out their chairs, and 5 o'clock sitting in the stands, and it's not a warm one, or it is a warm one. And you know, people in the stands are excited about this game, and we are too. And you know, it's a great game to have on Bravado Wireless, and we're glad that you're joining us, and we're glad that Kurt's here.
Yeah, it was questionable at 3 o'clock today whether I was going to make the drive or not. Had some issues with cars, but we got them arranged, and we got a lot of good players to talk about tonight, and this 107th renewal of this rivalry, and it's played for the second consecutive year at EUFAULA due to some, I guess CHECOTAH's putting in new field turf, I believe, is what I was told. And
they said it dropped today, so they're getting closer to having their field done.
Yeah, so they've been on the road for their games so far, and but this is familiar territory. We've hosted two of the McIntosh County Wars here at this game, or at this field, and we're looking for another great one tonight. And with that, we're going to go to commercial and come back to you with more pregame action here in a few minutes.
I made the devil run. I gave him poison just for fun. I had one friend, now there's none. I made the devil run. I broke so many bones, but none of them were ever my own. They were an army, I was alone. I broke so many bones.
Hi, welcome to Bravado. How can I help you today?
Hi, we were hoping you could tell us why everyone is switching to Bravado Wireless.
It's probably because their plans start at just $40 a month.
Yeah, and they have unlimited high-speed data.
And the same nationwide coverage.
But they probably have really old, outdated phones.
No, actually they carry the top-of-the-line Samsung and Apple devices.
But how?
I don't know, but they must be doing something right. They've been family-owned and operated since 1911.
So you're telling me that Bravado Wireless has a $40 per line per month plan, unlimited high-speed data, The same nationwide coverage and all the latest Samsung and Apple products?
Yep. Stop by today to take advantage of our $40 a month per line plan. A deal so good, you might just want to switch. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We're going Volti. If you're not on a Volti-compatible device, it's time to stop by your local Bravado store to see if you are eligible for an upgrade. Any phones older than a Samsung 8, an iPhone 7, or 3G data devices all need to be upgraded.
At Bravado Wireless, we don't believe in wasting your time or ours. Our mission is to serve you with honesty and integrity. That's why we offer upfront competitive pricing with no hidden fees in our plans. For $40 a month, you get unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide coverage. No data caps and no restrictions. No matter if it's your first, second, or third line, you only pay $40 per month per line. All of that with coverage on America's best network. We're your local service provider. Come get to know us. Go bold, go Bravado.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Hey, you should have been here. Yeah, he broke the school record. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was amazing.
What do you mean? How did you see it?
It's on Bravado TV.
Let Bravado Wireless keep you connected with unlimited home internet plans starting at just $49.99 per month. Restrictions apply. See store for details. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. With a dedicated history of serving communities with communications technologies beginning with the home phone line, today Cross is a local internet service provider that is proud to offer fiber broadband connections directly to your home. Cross's priority has always been communications technologies. We are focused on sustainable broadband infrastructure. We are expanding to reach homes with no connectivity, and we are upgrading existing networks to better serve all of our customers. Right now, we are having a home internet sale, and you can have speeds up to 100 megabits per second at only $52 per month. For other plans, prices, and details, call one of our stores today. Cross, the communications difference. Right now, more than ever, we're choosing to take the back roads and stay off of the beaten path. We're doing all that we can to avoid the crowds and the hustle of the city. While we know that taking the road less traveled isn't for everyone, it's where we feel most at home. Every turn down this road could be challenging, and much like you, we know the harder the challenge, the greater the reward. That's why each and every day, Bravado Wireless is growing our network further down the county roads and down the roads less traveled. We're making sure wherever your road may lead, you're always connected. We are Bravado Wireless, Oklahoma's own wireless provider.
I take every word, burn it like fluid. Just a red light running right through it. On the top of the mountain, yeah, we fly away to the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain. The higher you get, the further the fall. I didn't come all this way for me to lose it. Ooh, for the people that said that I couldn't do it, I take every word, burn it like fluid. Just a red light running right through it. I do it, I do it. For my people, for my team, for anybody trying to give a dream. Back in the day when it was just a dream. Now look at me, on top of the mountain. Yeah, we fly away to the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain. Yeah, this struggle just keeps me coming back dangerous. Oh, this trouble just keeps me coming so high. But from way up here, I swear this game was made for us. 'Cause I can touch the sky. Yeah. From the top of the mountain. From the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain. Yeah, we fly away to the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain. From the top of the mountain.
Never down for the count. What you wanna bet? Yeah, try to take me out. you wanna compete, cause you ain't got nothing on me. We about to shut it down, just wait around and you'll see. We about to go beast mode, watch your words, you might eat those. You better watch out, cause we coming now, and we ain't never slowing down. It's been a long time coming, it wouldn't stop for nothing. The whole world we running, we gon' rise. We gonna rise up, keep going, we rise, keep going, we rise, keep going, we rise, keep going, we rise. We taking charge, we overcoming the odds. You never thought, look at me now, look how we raising the bar. We going far, we going far, we going straight to the stars. If you ain't know it by now, you better know who we are. You know we out of your league, you do not want to compete. We overcoming defeat, look how we running the streets. So tell them get out of the way, they ain't got nothing to say. We running the town, no slowing us down, you better stay in your lane. It's been a long time coming, it wouldn't stop for nothing. The whole world we running, we gon' rise. We gonna rise up, keep going, we rise. Keep going, we rise. Keep going, we rise. Keep going, we rise.
Welcome to the McIntosh County War. We got CHECOTAH and EUFAULA, and Kurt, welcome again, and kind of give us some history of this wonderful rivalry.
Well, it's the 107th renewal of this great rivalry, and it's probably the most balanced rivalry in the history of football. It is 53 wins for CHECOTAH, 52 wins for EUFAULA, with one tie. So if EUFAULA wins tonight, it will even up the records here, 53, 53, and 1. EUFAULA has won 3 straight in this rivalry. If they win tonight, it will be the first time in the history of rivalry either side has won their four in a row.
In over 100 years.
In 107 years. So
wow.
Pretty interesting. EUFAULA comes in tonight after a 12-2 season last year, state semifinal appearance and they're led by the undisputed leader, quarterback number 4, Luke Adcock. We saw him a couple of weeks ago, had an outstanding performance week 1, had a great performance last week in week 2. Is 10 of 14 with 253 yards and 5 touchdowns last week. And Checotah is coming off a 3-8 season when Coach Zach Ross in his third season. They've jumped out to a 2-0 record and show a lot more explosiveness and balance in their offense than they saw last year, even though they had an incredible D1 running back in Dante Fisher. Last week, EUFAULA rebounded from a Week 1 loss against a really good, really talented Vian squad with a 49-14 win over Tahlequah Sequoia. And Checotah improved to 2-0 with a 39-29 win over Haskell behind Creed Hall. He's got, we're going to talk about here in a little bit, number 28, rushed for 321 yards last week. So gives them a lot of explosiveness, and it gives a lot of concern to Coach Newton and the Ironheads on how to stop him tonight.
Yeah, and I think, when you look at what, Vian had, they went over the top against the young secondary of EUFAULA. It's going to be a different game. Checotah's going to put it on the ground.
Yeah.
And they're going to try to drive it. But, when you talk about this rivalry, just to give you a little understanding of it, people were putting their chairs out at 8 o'clock this morning.
Absolutely. It's crazy. I mean, we pulled in an hour and a half, 2 hours for the ball game, and the stands were filling up at that point in time.
Oh yeah, I mean they were it's 98 degrees and they're sitting in the stands at 5 p.m. I mean, it's just crazy this rivalry brings to this area. It's and we love having this game. We've done this game since we've done these broadcasts, and this one is always the one when we put our sheets down and say what games are we going to do. It seems like this one is the first one that's mentioned by my team. Every
year, and the first time you guys covered it, I wasn't part of the broadcast team. I walked into this not really knowing about it. I knew about Cleveland Hominy growing up in Cleveland, knew about Cleveland Manford and those epic rivalries. There is nothing like this. And the most interesting thing is that each year we have had a key player from one squad transferred to the other school. This year it's number 2, Jaden Bray, who was a EUFAULA kid last year. He is on the Checotah sidelines tonight, and he is a big-time athlete. He's a playmaker. He made a lot of plays on a 12-2 team last year, and then transfers to Checotah. We've seen quarterback play transfer in years past, and so it'd be an interesting game tonight and how that affects it. But you've got students on the field right now and getting ready to go, and so it's people are amped and people are really excited about this ball game, and so are we.
Oh yeah, I just really enjoy this atmosphere, and we always try to do rivalry games, and this one stands to the top.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break.
Let's talk about this.
Oh,
real quick. One thing we're doing tonight, we ask you to register online at bravadowireless.com. $50 gift card that we're giving away, or grocery card, excuse me. We're going to do that every game the rest of the season. And then you can also register for a half of a side of beef that will be given away at the end of the season, and in collaboration with Watson's Meat Market out of Checotah and Muskogee. Outstanding meat market and a good partner to us here at Bravado Wireless. And so make sure you go online to Bravado Wireless before the game, in the pregame, or at halftime to register. Can you register as much as you want?
Register one time. You can. The fans here can register, and you can register online. And like you said, you just go and there's a QR code. And just,
it's that simple?
It's that simple.
Okay. But we can only register once.
You only register once?
Can I register for each of my kids?
No, I can't do that.
Okay. I got a lot of kids, folks.
You got to feed a family, right?
That's why he says that. So anyway, with that, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back bringing the national anthem here as the pregame continues here at bravadowireless.com.
At Bravado Wireless, we don't believe in wasting your time or ours. Our mission is to serve you with honesty and integrity. That's why we offer upfront competitive pricing with no hidden fees in our plans. For $40 a month, you get unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide coverage. No data caps and no restrictions. No matter if it's your first, second, or third line, you only pay $40 per month per line. All of that with coverage on America's best network. We're your local service provider. Come get to know us. Go bold. Go Bravado.
wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big, go bold, go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection. There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines, because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
You are called to be bold, to live out loud, to make the most out of every moment. You share these moments with your friends and family, side by side, across town and across the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection, coverage, speed, service, the latest technology. These aren't options. They're not special offers. They are obligations to you. We believe in building a community, your community. Bravado Wireless.
For your pre-game entertainment, please welcome the pride of EUFAULA. The pride of EUFAULA is under the direction of Rusty Helms, Michelle Barnes, and Amber Singleton. The band is also assisted by Sean the Knight. The band will be performing the national anthem, Oklahoma, and the fight song. Please remember, tonight is Battle of the Bands, and EUFAULA is the reigning champion for the past 3 years. Please vote for your favorite band by giving a donation near the concession stand. The band is conducted by Drum Major Andrew Worley. Please rise for the national anthem.
Well, welcome to the Macintosh Board Award. Now that we've got the national anthem getting closer to game time, Kurt, kind of give us your players to watch.
Well, let's start first with the visiting CHECOTAH Wildcats under head coach Zach Ross, 2-0 coming into this ball game. We're going to start with number 28, Creed Hall. He's the workhorse in the backfield, and I think he's the guy that gives them balance and is really the biggest play guy out there. He rushed for 321 yards last week in a victory over Haskell, and he's somebody that the Ironheads have got to account for. You got to stop him. But countering on him, you got Elijah Thomas on the outside, brother of super running back that we've covered the last 3 years, Dante Fisher, and then Bronson Bowers got stepped in at quarterback week zero. Won the job and has done a good job of distributing the football on the outside. So look for Elijah Thomas and Jaden Bray. And then I'm just going to throw out an X factor there for you is number 9, Carter Stewart. He is, we see in so many of these games, kicking game really making a difference, and we don't talk about it. Well, this kid's one of the best kickers in the state of Oklahoma. He is a preferred walk-on, got a preferred walk-on commitment at Ole Miss, and he's a guy that could make a big difference in this game with his punting and kicking. We saw him kick a 45-yarder and field goal in the warm-ups, and so that's a guy that's a weapon that EUFAULA doesn't have with that kind of leg, and so could be a difference maker for them.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen in 2 of the three games that we've done, special teams has played a huge role in each one of those games.
Absolutely, and saw a block kick for a touchdown last week, and saw some big returns, and so that could be a huge component to this ball game. Also, real quick for CHECOTAH, their front four on their defense is load, and led by Levi Lawson and Levi Lowe, and so look for them to get pressure on Adcock, who's really the stellar quarterback there at EUFAULA. When we think about EUFAULA, it obviously starts with Luke Adcock. He was 10 of 14 for 243 yards, 5 touchdowns last week. Very clean game. He throws a great ball. He is a run throw threat, and I will tell you this: he's probably as good a linebacker.
I was getting ready to say that as well. I mean, he can bring it.
Yeah, absolutely. One of those guys we've seen a lot of. We saw Jake Moore last week with Manford play outside linebacker and quarterback and do damage with both his legs and his arm. Same kind of thing. And his weapon he looks for outside. Brett Pippinger had 2 scores last week, a 70-yarder and a 14-yard touchdown pass. And then another guy that's kind of I like him. He's like a Swiss Army knife. Caden Bumgarner, I think he's the backup quarterback. He's outside linebacker. He's a returner. He'll line up at running back. He'll line up at wide receiver. Now, they kind of do the running game by committee, but Bumgarner's a kid that is really makes some plays for him. And then you look at Devin Gregg on the offensive line, number 68. He's one of the captains you see there, and Devin Gregg, and big-time player as well. So I think those are keys that you need to watch. Adcock's going to make EUFAULA go, absolutely. And then if CHECOTAH's to win this ball game for the first time in 3 tries, they're going to have to do it under the legs of Creed Hall.
We've got the coin flip here.
We got a good stare down there by Adcock. He's just
he looks ready to play.
He's not going to blink, folks. I don't think there's a lot of love lost here, which I really love. I mean, I really appreciate rivalries that have a little
spice
to them. Yeah, a little spice of life, and so colorful flowers there by there, Thomas. We'll see who's going to get it. CHECOTAH is going to receive the football on the north end. EUFAULA will defend the south, and we'll be ready to kick off here in a minute. Before we get to kickoff here, we got about 4 or 5 minutes. Let's talk about keys to the game, Chris. I think for CHECOTAH, last year they couldn't establish anything offensively, and EUFAULA did a great job of shutting down the run. The key for CHECOTAH to win this ball game is time of possession and run, haul, run. if Creed Hall has a big night, they're going to give Checotah a great chance to win this.
I think a lot of times last year the key to Checotah, they just try to get Dante Fisher the ball, right, and let him create, and that just didn't. As good as the talent he was, that just didn't work in this level of the game, right?
Right, especially with the quality of opponent that you have tonight in EUFAULA, ranked 8th in Class 2A. I think the Hall thing is a big key because I think it allows them to have balance in their offense, and that's a huge thing. They've got 2 outside weapons in Elijah Thomas and Jaden Bray, number 1 and number 2. They've got some other guys we're going to go to, but those guys will make Bronson Bauer's job a lot better tonight. And so if they can use the run to set up the throw, or vice versa, and have balance in that, keep EUFAULA from pinning their ears back and going to get them. That's a big key to their ball.
And these young corners for EUFAULA, you can exploit that, kind of like Vian did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, so if you balance that offense, then that gives you the opportunity to create on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we talked about Carter Stewart a little bit ago. He's a guy that look forward to his advantage. Whoever cooked this advantage is going to be the kicking game, as we see the Checotah Wildcats running out through a long spirit line and one of the better inflatable tunnels we see year over year. That Wildcat on top is pretty awesome. And then here come the Ironheads, led by Coach Newton Jr. Fireworks going off. Looks like the branch house on the 4th of July out here. And we're ready for some fireworks tonight. As we think about get close in on kickoff, talk about keys to the game here for EUFAULA.
They go by one player, and Adcock sets him up, and they're going to go how he goes.
Absolutely, and so you got to give him time. He's a guy that can make plays with his legs. But the more time he has in the pocket to distribute the football on the outside, the more important that is for them. And I think he gives, they don't have the explosiveness on the perimeter that Checotah does. And so they got to give him time. And that was a big concern of Coach Newton week 1 and their loss against Vian. I think it's something they've shored up, and we'll be interested to see how well they do that tonight.
There's 2 of the players that will make Checotah go, and that's Elijah Thomas and Jaden Bray.
And then, I think with those 2 guys, if EUFAULA is going to win this ball game for the 4th consecutive time, they got to limit big plays from those guys in Creed Hall. And then, thirdly, they got to continue the streak. The streak is 3 in a row. Can they make it 4 tonight? And, momentum favors streaks like that. And so we'll see if for the first time in this great rivalry that a team can win 4 straight here.
And we've kind of said it a little bit where you got a little spice in between these 2 teams, and whoever can control that emotion as well and focus that emotion into their game is going to have a leg up.
Absolutely. So number 44 is going to tow it for EUFAULA, number 44, Brian Lynn. He is a
Side.
How about just talking the stands, folks? I mean, there are people in lawn chairs all the way around the stadium, and the end zone here is a great, one of the great settings in high school football. It's got the concession stands, bathrooms; those are important. It's a great convening spot, but there's a slope that people just set their lawn chairs up and watch the ball game. It's a pretty awesome setting, and pretty unique to high school football.
You had to get early to get that seat.
Oh yeah. That's a different level of commitment here.
You just saw a shot of Adcock there. They're visiting with him and getting him ready to go.
I don't know what the delay is. We're ready to go here. I think we're a couple minutes early, but I think everyone's ready to go. I don't know why we're waiting on this any longer. There are people still driving in. You see them coming into the gates. This setting is off of the main road here, about 2 blocks in, and they're parking everywhere, and people are walking in from every corner of this facility.
They're parked clear across the highway there.
Well, they may be just going to Brahms.
Well, as hot as it is, that's the place to be.
That's not a bad spot, folks. Don't think that there won't be a temptation to go there after this ball game. Can we DoorDash Brahms up here to the press box?
It was both teams come out now, so we're ready to get this underway with
see Coach Ross there.
Bray and Thomas back deep for CHECOTAH.
He looks a lot more. He looks very comfortable tonight, and you know, last year when we coached this game, he had just found out that Fisher came into this game knowing that Fisher wasn't going to play with him. Well, he was suspended from a fight, I believe, in week 2, and so I mean, we're not on ESPN. We need to be going here. I don't really know what we're held up about. Because the Bravado Wireless team's ready, I can promise you that.
Yeah, you know they're chomping at the bits. They love a good game.
Well, you fed them well tonight, pizza.
I've discovered they do better when they've been fed.
Yeah, they're a great group, and we appreciate those guys and make our broadcast jobs better. It makes it a lot easier for us. And so, see the band here ready to go, and we're ready for kickoff finally. Kicks it deep. That's Jaden Bray catching it on the run at the 15, and he bobbles it.
Looks like he got it back.
Boy, that was a dangerous play. Transfer in from EUFAULA. You know he wanted to make a play, and he caught that on the run, had some speed, bobbled it out to the 30 where he recovered it, bounced off his chest, and boy, that'd have been a big play right there. He's still down on the ground though.
You know, that's kind of that deep onside again, you know?
Yeah.
And he had to come up on it. And
yeah, you kind of need to let that hop, and I don't see where he got hurt necessarily. May got landed on. But see Coach Ross walking over to check on his player.
That might change your game plan a little bit.
Well, I think the game plan's Creed Hall, and then get to these guys.
He looks up on all 2 feet.
Yeah. Helmet off, so he'll come out at least for the first play.
Yeah, he's jogging off. He's doing well. We'll see him again.
So we'll take it on the right hash, 30-yard line, 1st and 10 to work. Bray tried to get back in the huddle and come back on the field. And they're like, you got to come out one play, son. So I expect to see him back pretty quick. Bauer under center, sophomore. I think he's a lefty. And then you see Creed Hall, number 28, senior running back, behind him in the pistol. Got trips
almost a 5-2 formation.
Yeah, you got trips to the field here. Delay of game. Not what you want. You can't get behind the chains early in this ball game.
EUFAULA's coming out kind of in a 5-2 formation.
Yeah. Well, when you think about it, a lot of these teams are running 3-4, which technically is a 5-2. It's just if you walk them up or you keep them out. You see Adcock at the top of the screen here putting pressure on early, trying to get to Bauer. He's running for his life and brought down by number 4, Luke Adcock. Cool hand Luke, they call him here in EUFAULA. That'll bring up 2nd and about 17, about 2 to 3 yard loss. Dravin Gregg almost got him, and as he stepped up in the pocket, he was brought out here. See 4 receivers, empty backfield, single receiver, which is Jaden Bray here to the boundary at the bottom, guarded by Shade.
We got a timeout on the field.
With that timeout, we're going to take a quick break in the action and bring you more action here as this timeout ends here on BravadoWireless.com. Welcome back to the Bravado Wireless Game of the Week, Friday Night Lights. We're here in EUFAULA, Oklahoma for the match.
Should be in CHECOTAH.
You should be in CHECOTAH. Yeah, that's why my GPS originally guided me to. But early in this ball game, 2nd and 17, as CHECOTAH works from behind the chains. We're going to come out and empty backfield, 4 receivers to the field, and EUFAULA transfer Jaden Bray to the boundary down here. We got 5 receivers to one side of the field. Going deep.
Double. Yep.
Pass interference. The speedster, Elijah Thomas, trying to hit him on a go route, and Pippinger just had to grab him, keep him from running past him. You see the elite speed there that's made this kid a target of a lot of Division I schools early on as a sophomore.
Yeah, and the safety, you know, he should have let the safety just come over and take that instead of trying to defend that on his own. He knows he's got that safety coming over for that help. And
it's not an automatic first down.
Well, it's 17 yards.
Yeah, so
it'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, 2nd and 2. So big penalty, but it does not give CHECOTAH first down. And so you see the same boundary, pistol formation, trips to the field, and got Bray to the boundary here. Bauer calling out signals, check with me, Coach Ross. They're ready to go here. Creed Hall wrapped up short of the line of scrimmage by Draven Gregg. Or no, I'm sorry, that's number 55. My bad. I saw Gregg, but he was covering up Carson Luna there with a good tackle, linebacker. It's kind of a definite 3-4 look here.
Might have been in loss of one there. They're going to throw it out wide.
Wasn't ready for it. Miscommunication right there. Receiver wasn't looking for it, and pass thrown away. And so we're going to punt it here. 4th and 4 would be a punt from the 37-yard line. And Bumgarner, Caden Bumgarner, senior, number 9, will be back to receive the punt.
You know, when they were warming up, we had a pretty good breeze out of the south, and now the flag is standing still.
Yeah.
You know, he could have been playing that a little bit for that breeze, because it was a pretty good breeze that was in warm-ups.
High bounding punt, lands at the 35, end over end, gets inside the 20, down to about the 19, where it'll be down. And EUFAULA get first possession here. You definitely see CHECOTAH wanting to get the ball outside to the athletes there. And running game, I tell you, EUFAULA's front 7 with this 3-4 is a really good look. Now, you said it earlier, 5-2, folks. You used to hear 5-2 when OU played and Brian Bosworth was there. It was a 5-2 with 2 defensive ends that were more rush-oriented. The 3-4 is the same concept with the outside guys now trying to cover flats and cover these trips formations, but technically same defense.
Wildcat there.
Yep. Boy, I'm telling you, you see the toughness of Adcock. Took 4 guys to get him down. Big time run right there. He gained about 3 or 4, but it took half of CHECOTAH to get him down, wrestle him out of bounds. I think you're going to see a lot more run game with him. He's the best runner. They use kind of a running back by committee there, but he's the best guy they've got. You got number 33 in beside him, Cash French, who's a freshman. Got trips to the field. Hand off to French, up the middle.
3 yards.
Yeah, gonna make it 3rd and short. Probably 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. We got a flag on the play. And EUFAULA side's clapping, so we got a face mask, folks. That's going to give EUFAULA first down of the game. First down of the game. I guess they called it incidental, which we still have in high school football. So it's a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to move it out to the 33, where Adcock will operate from there. See if Adcock goes there, empty formation. Kind of got tunnel screen. Had it in the hands there, but can't see. Yeah, Caden Rice, number 11, dropped that one.
We got another flag on the field. Got a hold.
Looked like it was on the tunnel screen they were trying to set up. Really effective screen game that EUFAULA has. One great way to negate the pressure of some, this front seven for CHECOTAH. It's kind of cover zero here now. Give him a look. Fake the jet sweep. Shade is
Shade
wide
over the middle.
Good pass, good completion right there. From the 24 down to the 31. That's a 19 and 20, 45-yard gain right there. See, they're going fast right here. Trying to make him pay. Adcock with a great arm right there. Good patience, too. We've got a pre-snap penalty here. Offsides on CHECOTAH. Should be a free play. Shouldn't have blown that dead. That's a free play for the offense. But it's 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5. I think in a rivalry game, you always want to start fast. So I think you're going to see the best of both of these teams, what they want to do early on here.
They've got Thomas on shade now here on the near side.
Yeah, they're pretty much playing cover zero. Try to get Caden Rice out of the jet. Hit him in motion, but looked like Brave was there to break that up. This brings 2nd and 5. There is nobody deep for CHECOTAH, so they believe in their speed, folks. You don't see a lot of cover zero down after down, but that's what you're getting tonight. It allows CHECOTAH to put another guy in the box, put more pressure on Adcock, and key on him to stop the running game. See how EUFAULA to take these guys away is going to have to beat somebody over the top. French with a nice run. Well, saying that's Watkins. Maybe he switched jerseys tonight. He was 13 in week 1, and that's not a typical looking jersey. So maybe that is Watkins who started early on. Brings up 3rd and short. I think this is 4-down territory, though. Gavin Watkins. Quarterback run, keep right there. He'll get across the first. That's a gain of about 7 right there. You see athleticism of Adcock pushing, moving the chains inside the red zone here. Just a quarterback direct here, quarterback lead. He's a D1 talent in baseball, excuse me. Draws back to pass. He's got 2 guys open.
Wide open in the deep end zone.
Pippinger. Well, Danny Amendola move right there. Beats Elijah Thomas on a corner route. Make an easy pitch and catch right there. See a great ball from Adcock there as Pippinger released for the score. We'll get a replay after this kick. Confetti's flying already. It's good. See the great pass there as Pippinger separates and gets his first score of the night to give EUFAULA the early lead. And 7:26 left in the first quarter. Ironheads strike first. Chris, what was the most impressive play of that series there?
You know, when Adcock was playing against Vian, he missed some open receivers that were going downfield and open, and he's not missing them tonight.
Yeah.
He's seeing the field really well.
Yeah, absolutely. Saw that same pass concept, the trips formation, kind of a flood route, and he got shade over the middle on the post route, who had great separation. And then you see Pippinger with good route running right there and gets easy score there. See how CHECOTAH responds. They have not fared well in the last few contests of this rivalry because they fall behind, and it's tough to play from behind in a rivalry game. Let's see how they respond right here. I think they didn't really try to get Hall in the run game at all the first series. I think you probably got to go to him since he's such a threat. And then make them stop the run so you can go outside to Thomas and Bray.
There's that deep onside.
Well, he's juking and jiving, number 5, trying to get outside. And a kicker with the big hit. We got it. We celebrate all kickers with big hits right there. Chris. Put a lick on him.
There it is.
You see Lane Elliott with the return. Does a good job getting outside, and then the kicker showing some speed. Said, Coach, put me in. So CHECOTAH will start on the 40 on the right hash, they're going to go 4 receivers to the field and Bray to the boundary here.
So a recap of the scoring drive by EUFAULA was 6 plays and 212. The big play being the 45-yarder to pass play from Adcock to
Pippinger.
Yep.
Yeah. Bauer did a good job of going there, and he wanted Bray to go. It was a little hitch route to Bray, and he wanted him to turn upfield and go, which he might have had an advantage, but they did not communicate that well, and Bauer had to tuck it and run. And what could have been a big gain if he'd have just tucked it and run earlier. See Hall with the handoff there, and just, I'm telling you what, 77 coming in for dessert right there. Rashawn Watts, it just blew up that play. Almost met him at the mesh point there, Chris.
Yeah, that play didn't have anywhere to go.
This aggressive nature of this EUFAULA defense is on full display right here, bringing up 3rd and 10, critical 3rd down with good field position here for CHECOTAH. Bauer rolls left, looking down the boundary and almost gets a cheerleader. And so that'll bring up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away. 2 3 and outs. So if you coach Ross, that's not what you want to do in a rivalry game. You don't want to come out here and go 2 straight 3 and outs. They're going to have to put a stop on here and see if they can get EUFAULA corralled here to start on this 2nd series. This game could get away from them the way it has in it last year, and got away from them early. Good high punt. Going to go end over end. That's trouble. Bounces backwards here. CHECOTAH catches it, fields it at about the 43, which will give EUFAULA possession, good field possession here for the 2nd series.
Yeah, I noticed on the last couple plays, Levi Lowe is struggling with against 77.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to have to look at a double team or do something up front to give your quarterback more time and to open up some more running holes.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these defensive fronts are really high-quality teams for fronts for high school football in Oklahoma, regardless of class. They got size, they got speed and athleticism. Inside screen right there.
It's set up.
We got room to run. Boy, we got a crack back there. This is coming backwards. I think that's a
defensive player, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, Greg's running my way. I'm playing possum, dude. 68, bring the heat. Got good speed. Got a chance to play at the next level, folks. So we'll see the replay right here. Great timing, a great pass right there. Coming across and should be right before that. He made the tackle after. Here you see Greg coming. You'll see him, both of them.
Right there.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of those that you don't really need to hit the guy. You just need to get in front of him.
Yeah.
Almost do a stock block type scenario there.
1st and 10. Adcock working from the left hash. Jumped off sides.
That looks like that's on CHECOTAH.
So 1st and 5. This game's been marred by penalties early, which you see oftentimes, but a lot of times it's out of emotion, right? And hitting people late hits. Adcock back to pass.
He's got a lot of time.
Boy, look at this ball down the right hash. I think that's shade, isn't it?
Yeah, they were hand fighting all the way down the field, but.
Oh, that's my guy Bumgarner, the do-it-all guy. He play about every position on the field. Number 9, Caden Bumgarner. Just a good ball. It comes back for it, kind of like a back shoulder fade, and just couldn't make the play. Good defense there by
Jackson Orman.
Bauer.
Or no, Bronson Bauer.
Yeah. So you got trips to the right here. 2nd and 5. Probably a running down here. And another penalty. Looks like offsides. Get a 1st down with 2 offsides penalties. Gives him a gain of 6 on the 5-yard penalty. He walked off 6 yards there.
That's the fifth one of those.
I'm telling you what, I used to feel bad about my math. I'm not feeling so bad after watching these officials the first few weeks. So let's see EUFAULA now into CHECOTAH territory. Adcock gets a snap. Quarterback keep.
Bounces it. He's got a hole.
Boy, Thomas saved the touchdown right there. You see good running, good tough running, good speed and explosiveness there by Adcock. Another big gain right there. Just shedding tacklers. Boy, Thomas athleticism. He's on the all-bus team for CHECOTAH. You can put him off first, boys. Did your teams do that in Kingfisher? Have the all-bus team, like the guys you want to get off the bus first?
We put them on the yellow bus.
Oh. Another penalty. This is the most penalties we've seen in a ball game early in the season. Just people not concentrating. Coaches got to clean that up at halftime, get their kids focus in a little better here. But EUFAULA's yet to be really stopped. No negative plays other than pre-snap penalties. Adcock back to pass. Wide open. Caden Rice. 35-yard score. A little seam route and just think safety there. Saw something in the flats, jumped it, and Rice ran right past him for an easy score. What a beautiful ball right there, too. Had good pace on it. And the EUFAULA fans are up and clapping. 13-0 lead with a chance to make 14-0. 4:36 left in the first. As the best tackling kicker in all of football Brian Lynn converts, makes it 14-0. Watch replay right here. Just straight drop back, time to throw, and just nobody close to him. And in trips formation, you got to have somebody over the top, and there was nobody there that time. And so rough start for Checotah in a game that really want to come in here and feel good about. And now they got athleticism, they got the ability to come back, but they need to do it quick. This game got away from them quickly last year, and you don't want that same result. It's in the back of these kids' minds. Some of it they want to pay back, some of it they want to make amends for, but they've got enough explosiveness to make plays. They just got to make them.
Yeah, and it begins up front, like we've said earlier. You got to give your running backs a hold. You got to give your quarterback time, and they call it quicksand, right? Where you just bad play after bad play, and you got to go one play at a time, get a positive result.
They haven't, Checotah hasn't established anything yet. We talked pregame that they need to get Hall going to set up the throw, and just haven't been able to do it. They haven't really tried. So Lynn back to kick. Another deep one side, fielded at about the 26. He makes people miss, folks. But Caden Rice scored the touchdown on coverage there. Brings him down about the 32 as Lane Elliott gets it out there. About a 7-yard return. Checotah needs to sustain a drive here, get some first downs, and give themselves some confidence.
Yeah, Hall's gotten one carry so far.
You rushed for 320 the week before and you get one carry in the first 2 series. You got to go to him. Even if they stop it, you got to go to him. You got to try to establish something here. Bauer looks a little rattled in the passing. His passing has been high, which you see a lot in ball games. Hall bouncing it to the outside there. There's a carry, but there's nowhere to go. Adcock off the edge. Brings him down after a gain of maybe 1. But you got to be committed to the run game. You hear defense coordinators talk about it all the time. If they can get a team one-dimensional, they've got a huge advantage. Now, here comes Thomas. He's bracketed and trying to hit the home run. Going to put him 3rd and 9. I mean, it'd be really hard to have an athlete like that and not want to throw it to him every time, but you're going to have to establish the run game to give him more options, because if the run game's not a threat, you can play a safety over the top. As you see Pippinger there, tip the pass away.
Your inside slot was running the streak pattern on your near side, and he had was more open than Thomas was, and they swap here. Now he's looking at him. He just can't get in the ball.
So 3 and out again for Checotah, and going to make 4th down from the 33. Where you gotta punt it here. Game is not away from you, but it could be pretty quickly, and you need to turn the field here. So a good punt would be something on the wish list here for Checotah. And another pre-snap penalty. Those are things as a coach you can control. Those are things as a coach that will make your hair go gray really quick.
In the first 8 minutes, they've had 9.
Not between the 2 teams.
No. They've had 9.
Checotah?
Yes.
Wow. Punts over his head. He's got time. He's running. He just tries to get rid of it. That's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And down at the line of scrimmage. And boy, that gives EUFAULA great field position. And if I'm EUFAULA, if I'm an offensive coordinator right now, we're going for the dagger, folks. So look for something deep, and look to put them away right here.
Nice play not to get hit back at the 10-yard line there.
Yeah. So quick turn of the field here. Adcock yet to leave the field except for special teams, and he's the holder for the place kicking. So the only team he's not on is kickoff and kickoff return. Jet sweep, handoff to Bumgarner.
He's got a corner.
A little room to run. Good coverage right there. Good job of turning him up there by Elliott. Doing a good job of bringing help in there and limiting that play. Still gains a nice pickup, about 8. And again, our thoughts as offensive coordinator are not played out. Don't understand.
Well, now you got a second, too. This is always a good down.
Yeah,
to
cover,
play with.
cover 0. Again, right here, there's nobody in the middle of the field. This is the formation. This is set up the guy to Rice wide open last time, so we'll see what happens. Screen. And Rice. Bray had him, and Rice turns back to the boundary and picks up a first down, gets it inside the 10 to about the, I'm going to say, 7-yard line on a great individual play right there. Tunnel screen was kind of thwarted by Bray, but Rice bounced off of him and turned it upfield and gained about 15. First and goal at the 8. Well, Rice has been efficient tonight. I mean, every ball has been on the money. He's got 1 incompletion so far. Handoff up the middle. Watkins down to the
2.
Down to the 2, gain of 6. Well, the line of scrimmage, early season concern for Coach Newton Jr. and his offensive line is really shored up in the last couple of weeks since we saw him against Vian. They've got some push. They got some nastiness about them, and they're a really good high school front there. And this could be a dagger right here if they punch it in. You see Adcock up the middle and just waltzes into the end zone. 20-0 with a point after to follow. And, boy, CHECOTAH's got their heads down. They're going to have to find a way to regroup. They need some senior leadership to step up right here and remind them they can be in this ball game. But it's all Ironheads so far in the 107th renewal of the McIntosh County War.
So you had a 4-play, 30 yards drive that was set up by the miscue on special teams by CHECOTAH.
Absolutely. We thought CHECOTAH might have an advantage in special teams pregame, and that one came back to favor EUFAULA. As we see the run again here from Adcock, just straight ahead quarterback lead. I mean, no penetration from the CHECOTAH line, and just defenders on their heels. He could have run for 60 there.
We got another game where special teams has reared its ugly head, or a team has taken advantage of it.
Yeah. I want to remind you, you've got time till, is it till halftime or till the end of the game to register?
Third quarter.
Third quarter. End of the third quarter, register online, bravadowireless.com, $50 grocery cart, gift certificate to get you $50 in groceries. And then while you're online, you can register for our end of season drawing for half a side of beef, and that's in partnership with Watson's Meat Market of CHECOTAH and Muskogee, and great partners of ours, and look forward to drawing a winner there at the end of the season. And I may have to go there and buy some beef myself. Are they open late night?
They close at 6, but
well,
I'm
telling
you,
we need to start these kickoffs at like noon.
They have a great steak.
Got to get by Watson. So if you're in Muskogee or CHECOTAH, stop by and see them, and remind you to stop by and see the your local Bravado Wireless store. We got a booth set up in the north end zone, and talking about our great rate plans and ways we can serve you in the wireless community. So make sure you stop by and spend time with them as Deep one side. Elliott back to catch it at the 22. He's juking. I'll tell you what, he'd be a heck of a dance partner. I'm going to tell you, he got more moves than Michael Jackson. But at some point, you got to turn upfield to go. And, all that for about a game of about 7 puts it out to 29, where Checotah will start their 4th possession. They got to get a first down.
They've not gotten one yet.
Not gotten one yet, which makes it a lot easier for this EUFAULA defense to pin their ears back and come and get them. And you're not going to get back in one place. We've seen him go long ball to Thomas, who's a great-looking athlete, D1 prospect on the outside. He's at the top of your screen, number 1. But you got a guy standing behind the quarterback who rushed for 320 yards last week. And
nice catch.
Yeah, great catch there on the boundary, one-handed, just behind him a little bit. Number 6, it's Connor Collins, slot receiver right there with the long hair. He's looking for an NIL deal with maybe a shampoo company.
That's what we said, one play at a time. You got one positive play, now you turn it into 2 positive plays.
Absolutely. See if they can sustain a drive right here. Bauer gets a snap, hands off to Hall, who bounces it outside
nice
right there.
Play.
Big gain right there, folks. Out from the 37 out to the 47 or 48, gain of 11. Move the chains. Great instincts right there. Boy, I'm telling you what, 77 is living in the backfield. Rashawn
That's
Watts.
what I was telling you earlier. You're going to have to double him.
I think maybe they're trying. And with no efforts, boy, he's a nose tackle at the 2A level, folks. He's a wrecking crew. Got a double on him that time.
They did. They popped it.
Hall bounces it up the middle. Makes a couple guys miss. Carries some EUFAULA defenders inside the 20 down to the 16 for another first down. And now Checotah is driving behind the running game. Boy, good eyes, good vision right there. And then toughness right there to shed a couple of tackles and bring
That's what we were saying is you at the point of attack, you got the block and your running back sees it and makes the move.
Yeah, so we'll see. They stick to the run game right here. Another pre-snap penalty. I'm going to pull my hair out. I mean, I got to get home for 12:30, folks. So teams, please quit having pre-snap penalties. Chris, where are we going to be next week? Warner, Oklahoma. Who we got? Is that district action?
It will be district game, yes. All the teams will move into district play. So
1st and 15 here for Checotah, and we'll get you their opponent here shortly. Just catching him off guard. I'm seeing how sharp he is tonight, folks. Bauer takes the snap, drops back, looks left, throws over the middle. Just a little high to Thomas. Had him open, had Pippinger behind him, kind of a jump ball, but just threw it a little high. And we'd have a 21-7 ball game right here. 2nd and 15. You've got to get points out of this series here if you're Checotah. Got trips to the top side of the field, ball in the middle of the field here. Got one-on-one between Bray and Shade over here on the boundary. And then throw it out to Thomas.
Made a guy miss. That's what you're after.
Yeah, just a little hitch route, something simple. Get him some completions. High balls equate to a guy being nervous, and so you got to settle the quarterback in here in a big rivalry game, and just simple pitch and catch right there. And another flag on the play.
Bringing it back.
This got more penalties than a junior high girls basketball game. And believe me, I've coached them and I've watched them. Personal foul, first kind of rivalry penalty, I would call it. And negates a big gain close to the 10 and pushed it all the way back to the 40. Folks, that's not a 15-yard penalty, that's a 30-yard penalty because it negates 14-yard, 15-yard gain. So, again, you're not going to get it back right here. Definitely 4-down territory. Try to get it back in a couple of chunks here. Get something manageable 3rd down. And you're not going to have time. And we have another penalty on the field. I think this is going to be defensive holding. See Thomas breaking away, and I think number 6 grabbed him. But see what we got. Early season games, you see one of two things. You see a lot of penalties, or you see a lot of cramping, and hopefully we don't see the cramping later, because we've seen the penalties tonight.
It's a hot field, so it's hot out there. So
yeah,
you're right, holding.
So that'll take it from 2nd and forever to about 2nd and 30 to 2nd and 21 is what we'll call it. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. Checotah threatening. See if EUFAULA toughens up here. Oh,
wow, that's at the mesh point.
Miscommunication, and Bumgarner brings him down after a good job of Bauer recognizing the running back wasn't there, but he went one way, the running back went the other. Made positive yardage out of it. This probably would be the last play of the first quarter. Clock ticking under 20 seconds, and they're going to go, I think. 3rd and 17. The longest 17 I've ever seen. And they're content to let the clock run down and end the first quarter. Your score, 8th ranked EUFAULA Ironheads 21, Checotah 0. And with that, we'll take a quick break here at bravadowireless.com and come back for second quarter action as the Checotah faces 3rd and 17.
Hey, you should have been here. Yeah, he broke the school record. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was amazing.
What do you mean? How did you see it?
It's on Bravado TV.
Let Bravado Wireless keep you connected with unlimited home internet plans starting at just $49.99 per month. Restrictions apply. See store for details. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We got that, yeah, that undefinable vibe, yeah, that mood, alright, let's cue these lights. You can watch, but don't look right at it.
See Coach Larry Newton Jr., the EUFAULA Ironheads, got to be pleased with first quarter as results, as his Ironheads lead 21-0, and kind of pushed Checotah back after threatening inside the 20, and sets up a 3rd and we'll call it 19. Bauer back to pass, steps up in the pocket.
Got time, got a man.
Delivers and scores. Connor Collins with the touchdown, and folks, we don't have any flags on the field.
Something.
I think we got a roughing the passer after the play. Yep. That'll be enforced on the kickoff, and so Checotah strikes. Start of the second quarter here. That's what they needed. Big time play. Bauer steps up in the pocket, feels pressure off the backside, delivers a strike on the post route to Connor Collins.
The key to that was he got time from his offensive line.
Absolutely. Kick is up and good.
Definitely needed that play.
Absolutely. So brings life to the Checotah side. The cheerleaders going, the band's going, the student section's going, and we're going to break after we watch this replay. Great strike right there. Just gets behind the secondary and see him on the post route breakup. The safety bites on the under route. Good play combination right there. And we're going to take. We're going to stay here. we'll stay here. I've talked enough. We'll just keep it here and get ready for the kickoff. But really like to see the response there by Checotah and a good drive. And really faces 3rd and 19 and makes a big-time throw right there. First time we really seen him settle into the pocket. He's felt the pressure all night from EUFAULA, but did a good job of stepping up in where he had space and he had time and he delivered a strike.
His tackles did a good job kicking out the ends.
Yep.
And he was able to step up just a little bit, and he hit the money.
Yeah, absolutely. So credit to them, good execution right there, and look for something here. If I'm again, there's a reason I'm up in the press box, but if I was the special teams coach right here, I'm gonna kick it on sides, and my strategy is always to kick it line drive. When I used to coach football, we would pick out a guy on the line of scrimmage. We would just line drive it right at him.
Who's his Huckleberry?
I don't know. We're gonna find out tonight. They got Pippinger. They get in the middle of the field there. He's their best receiver for EUFAULA, so I wouldn't think you'd just kick this deep. I'm going to try a little pooch kick or something. Let's see what he does.
He went deep. Through the end zone.
So not creative. I mean, folks, we're here. Let's do something. Let's do something memorable, I'm not being critical of the coaches, folks. I'm just kidding. But I mean, he's only kicked it 25 yards, right?
Scott Frost got fired for an onside kick.
Well, that's a good point. Maybe Coach Ross is a Nebraska fan. Says kick it deep. So possession here for EUFAULA. Haven't been stopped so far. Let's see how the offense continues to roll. You got to get some pressure on him. The Checotah's got to dial up some pressure here for him. Folks, they're playing straight cover 0, which means there is nobody over the top. So you're man-to-man on the perimeter, and you got everyone else in the box. And this is a strategy that you can do it if you feel like you've got the athletes, and which I guess Checotah does, but you also you can do it if you feel like you got to stop the run game, and so we'll see how they respond here. You got Shaden Thomas man-to-man at the top.
That's scary. He backs off a little bit. You got no help over the top.
Right. So really keying up to stop Adcock. And here comes the pressure. That's what we talked about, dialing it up.
Nice catch on the boundary.
Folks, that's an incredible play right there. Adcock said he's out of bounds. We didn't see it from here.
And we got a replay of that.
You see, really good job of getting to the outside, feeling the pressure and rolling right, keeping his eyes downfield, and great throw right there. But looks like Bumgarner was out of bounds, so no replay there, and we'll try to get you one here pretty quick.
We're staying behind the line so y'all can see.
And so you see trips to the top of the screen. It'll be a big 3 and out for Checotah. And they're going to call timeout. With that timeout, we'll take a break in the action as well. We'll finally see the replays. Push to the right. Good job. Throws it downfield.
That looked like it was in bounds.
Yeah, I couldn't see the one coach. We don't have the pylon cams. I've been pushing for those, but it was a little more expensive than you think. But
different angle.
Yeah, just a great job of feeling the pressure. And folks, that's something a lot of quarterbacks don't have. But this is a heck of a ball. That's really close. Maybe he bobbled it. We don't have to see it from the other end, so we'll give the officials benefit of the doubt on that one. Did look like he possibly bobbled it, so maybe his feet were in bounds when he hit his hands and he bobbled it and then stepped on the line as he secured the football. And so maybe that's why they called it, Chris. But brings up 3rd and 10, and it'd be the first time they could go 3 and out if they don't convert right here. You're going to see empty formation. Put a lot of pressure on the Checotah defense, still in cover 0. Dangerous pass right there.
He just threw that up.
Adcock dancing in the backfield, trying to avoid pressure.
on just the individual effort.
Yeah, but they'll force 3 and out. So a little momentum going CHECOTAH's way here. You got a dangerous threat, number 1, back to return this punt, Elijah Thomas. And I don't know. We've seen Greg kick it away against Bayan. We'll see what happens right here. Had a tendency angle kick this away from the return man, so pretty good punter. And he does again, kicks it towards the CHECOTAH sidelines for a bounce on the 45. Thomas got a chance to pick it up. Oh, slips as he's, and our kicker on the cover there, number 44, Brian Lynn, having a heck of a night in special teams as recovers Thomas, but they got good field position at the 45 to start their second possession of the second quarter. Chris, what do you do if you're CHECOTAH here?
I think you stay with what you got, and you've got 50 yards on the ground in the last 2 plays. So, you know, you need to feed your horse back there.
Yep. Creed Hall. It's too slow. Adcock off the edge. Too slow developing play right there. Jet sweep, but Thomas slowed down almost like he was going to be a blocker, but that slowed the cadence down. That slowed the ball fake down. And just, you see Thomas kind of slow down right here to block. And when he goes past, Adcock's free to go because there's nobody to cover in the flats. He has no responsibility. So that jet motion allows Adcock to go with it. And he does and makes a big time play. 7-yard loss. Second and 17.
That's good play recognition too.
Yeah.
You know, when you see that motion, he's going.
Yeah, absolutely. Free up your guys to go make plays. One simple read and go. And good job right there. Bring up 3rd and 15 now. As we see too often in these ball games, people playing behind the chains. It's just detrimental to drives. It's tough to sustain anything when you're playing behind the chains. And that's, you see, you follow in cover 2 on this deep 3rd down play and get chased. And
you got to hold.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have a holding call, pass incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down, and CHECOTAH will come on to punt it away as Carter Stewart drops back for the punt. So, a little momentum stalled out right there for CHECOTAH. We couldn't get anything going. 1 running play, 2 incomplete passes, or a sack and an incomplete pass.
Sack killed you.
Yep. Stewart, time, good punt right there. Bumgarner back to receive it, fields it at the 19, turns it upfield where he is tackled hard there by number 12, Dallas Carter, number 55, Isaiah Vargas.
They're on market at the 26.
Been a while since we've seen EUFAULA in CHECOTAH territory, so field positions favor the Wildcats here last 4 or 5 minutes. Again, we're back to cover 0. Quad, 4 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the boundary. See Adcock roll right. Kind of a flood route. Got 3 outs and a go, and had 2 receivers in the area. And we got another flag on the play. We had 15 penalties in the first quarter. And an eligible receiver downfield. And so it's going to push them back. It's a 5-yarder, isn't it, Chris?
In college, I don't know. Looks like high school as well.
Let's go, Line! Let's go, Line!
He was open, whoever it was. trips to the field here. Adcock, quarterback lead right there.
There's your no over the top.
That man. Gain of 22 on 1st and 15 by Adcock. Just a straight quarterback lead.
Well, you don't have any safety support, so.
Yeah, he breaks past the first level.
It's scary.
Now, I think CHECOTAH's got speed to chase him down, but you're really put a lot of pressure on your defense if he breaks through. 1st and 10, 42. EUFAULA taking some time to get the play in here. Play clock under 20. Bragg, number 68, I think he's talking about, dude, throw me the ball. There you go, inside handoff. Watkins is going to the house, no safety help. As we hear the loudest PA announcer around, give you the call. 58-yard strike right there. We'll trap play up the middle. And Watkins makes one guy miss and goes untouched. 58 yards to make the score 27-7, 8:31 left here in the second quarter. Lynn on to try the extra point. Adcock with a hold. Ball down, kick up, and good. And with 8:31 left in the second quarter, the Ironheads take a 28-7 lead. We're going to take a quick break in the action here on Bravado Wireless.
Now there's none. I made the devil run. I broke so many bones, but none of them were.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to EUFAULA, the 107th renewal of the McIntosh County War, and we see the host Ironheads taking a 28-7 lead after a 58-yard jaunt by Gavin Watkins, and see Brian Lynn ready to kick off. Look for a deep onside. You see Jaden Bray sneaking up. He's waiting for this deep onside. He wants to get his hands on the ball, and they kick it over his head. He retreats to the 15, bobbles it, trying to get upfield. Makes a couple guys miss, and is brought down at the 24. And CHECOTAH needs to respond again. Probably need to keep this score a two-score game by halftime. You see Watkins walking off. He wore number 12 week 1. We have two different numbers here for him, but he obviously has a jersey issue. Number 12 got torn or stolen or something, and he's wearing number 33 tonight, but want to give proper credit to him after that great run. Bauer under center, hands off inside the hall, and he's got nowhere to go. Ashton Lunsford, senior linebacker, in on the play. Good looking athlete there. Bragg, number 68, lining them up. See cover 2 here for the Ironheads. Bauer back to pass. Same kind of pass concept. I think that one was to Bray, and Collins got a hand on it. Thought it was to him behind him, but couldn't corral it. Bring up a quick 3rd and 11. If you're Checotah, you can't get further behind in this ball game. You got to sustain some drives here. Bauer back to pass over the middle. Wide open was Bray, just threw it over the top of him, and 3 and out, forces a punt right here. And boy, Coach Newton likes what he sees right there.
You know, one thing you got to start looking at is if you're throwing the ball every play. You know, this drive's using 63 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, and the problem is you're giving a very good offense the ball back.
Absolutely. And you're getting a tired defense back on the field.
We want to remind everyone that we're going to have the halftime show, and we'll televise the bands at halftime.
Gotcha. And then also we got till the end of the 3rd quarter for the drawing for the $50 grocery card. And then also while you're on bravadowireless.com drawing for that, we recommend that you draw for the season-ending side of beef as Bumgarner makes something out of nothing.
Nice moves.
Fields that on the 39 and gets it across midfield into Wildcat territory down to about the 42, we'll call it. So about a 18, 19-yard return. And guess what, folks? We got a flag. Block in the back against EUFAULA. And that's going to negate part of that run. Flag was thrown on the 44. A 10-yard penalty, and he makes it 11. So 1st and 10. There he moves it to 10.
EUFAULA begins their 6th drive of the game and have scored on
Okay. We got trips stacked here over the numbers. Folks, there's going to be a lot of room to run here if this running play comes this way. Good pursuit right there. Hall, number 28, with the tackle. If Hall doesn't tackle him, that's another touchdown right there. So what you see EUFAULA doing right here is widening the field by stacking their trips, and they're against man. So they got to have 3 defenders out here against these trips. So it gives you 20 yards, 15 to 20 yards to run to this side of the field if you're so inclined. See how much width there is in this field? Boy, good tackle, good run. Toughness by both guys right there. Hunter Ellis steps up to lay a hit on Adcock, but Adcock meets it and drives him forward to gain the 1st down and move the chains. Good tackle right there. But see how much wider this is not EUFAULA standard formation, but they widen the receivers out against this cover 0. Now you don't see it this formation, but the last 2 plays they did it. You're in twins here. Jet sweep counter action. Gavin Watkins bounces it to the outside. Well, the running game is looking good for the Ironheads. Another 1st down. See the handoff. Good patient running right there by Watkins. And just gets up the field, gets it down inside the 20 to about the 18, I believe is what they're going to call it. 6:15 and counting. Or not counting. This would be a dagger right here, Chris, if they can punch it in.
Unofficially, I've got Watkins with 7 carries for 100 yards, so he's hit the century mark. Obviously, his big play was his 58-yarder.
Yeah, absolutely. They all count. They all count. And I think EUFAULA's going to take a timeout. get some water, and we're going to do the same. We'll be back with more Friday Night Lights action here in just a minute from BravadoWireless.com.
With a dedicated history of serving communities with communications technologies beginning with the home phone line, today Cross is a local internet service provider that is proud to offer fiber broadband connections directly to your home. Cross's priority has always been communications technologies. We are focused on sustainable broadband infrastructure. We are expanding to reach homes with no connectivity, and we are upgrading existing networks to better serve all of our customers. Right now, we are having a home internet sale, and you can have speeds up to 100 megabits per second at only $52 per month. For other plans, prices, and details, call one of our stores today. Cross, the communications difference.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights broadcast presented by BravadoWireless.com. As got the McIntosh County War with EUFAULA driving inside the red zone here. Inside handoff to Watkins.
There was a touchdown. It's rare you say there's a touchdown saving tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Yep. When you commit to the cover zero, you got to have you got to have great gap discipline. And you got to have great tackling because there's nobody over the top. And you see EUFAULA trips to the top of your screen or the wide side of the field. And Adcock under center, probably look for quarterback lead right here. There it is. A little counter action. One-on-one. And Adcock's in for the touchdown. He's just not going to be brought down. Good-looking athlete, senior. Right there makes the score 34-7 with point after to follow here. 5:33 left. And EUFAULA has gone to the running game against this cover zero defense. Spread Checotah out and then finding gaps in the interior. Kick is up and good. Number 44, Brian Lynn. Fifth point after try conversion tonight. And just really good play right here by Adcock. Good patient running right here. He was supposed to follow Greg, but he saw something to the outside, bounced it out there, and just makes a really good run. And Ella steps up, just can't bring him down. Chris, what do you think about him as far as some of the other quarterbacks we've seen so far early in the season? How would you rank Adcock to Brumley kid from Broken Bow and the Moore kid from really in the Vian had a great quarterback too.
I would say he's up there. I mean, he's got the arm strength. I think tonight he's reading the field better. Mm-hmm. But you know, I was really impressed with the kid from Broken Bow.
Yeah,
I mean, he really looks strong.
Yeah, I think
he's a better runner than the McAllister quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think the McAllister quarterback can see the field a little bit better, even though he's, you know, there's a difference. He's a sophomore and Adcock's a senior. But
yeah. Well, I'll give you this for Adcock. I mean, I've watched Bixby and Booker T scrimmage early in the season, and I mean, he can play at the 6A level. Just because he's out here at 2A, 3A is see Bray trying to get outside, takes it to the left side of the field, gains about 10, gets it out to the 24 where he stopped. But I would say Adcock throws as good a ball as anybody we've seen.
I agree, and you know, and not to take anything from Shade or his receivers, but if Adcock, ask me that question, if Adcock had a receiver like that Broken Bow receiver,
yeah,
that had that elite speed, that elite speed.
Yeah, he a pretty formidable combination there in 4A with Brumley and his receiver. We'll get his name here in a second, but got a new quarterback in for CHECOTAH. 14 in for the first time. Jacob Jones finds Connor Collins, who has the lone score of the night for Wildcats. Gain of about 6. Good ball right there. Steps right in, steps in and throws a good strike. Tell you what, with that arm strength, you might be looking to Thomas here.
It looks like he has good height too.
Gonna throw it over the top, and there you go. Ray with the catch, and he's gonna go, folks. You got one guy to beat. I say he's gonna go. It's struck down at about the 3-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle there by number 36, Ashton Kimsey. But good ball over the top, steps up, throws a good strike. Bray wrestles it away from Shade and breaks the tackle and heads to the goal line.
59 yards on that reception.
Yep, new quarterback, Jones, junior. I think he was slated to start and missed week 0 from an injury, and Bauer stepped in and as a starter and then won the first 2 games. And this is a kid they thought would come in and be a starter, and you see why. Quarterback keep, looks for the fade route, and second and goal here, 4:27 left as Jones steps up. Look for Hall here, running behind that big offensive line. And just miscommunication right there, and causes some, there's jet sweep. Collins goes in motion, stops, and then I'm not sure where that was going to go, but miscommunication right there, and it puts them at 3rd and goal. They gotta score a touchdown here.
Yep.
You can't.
You know, and you can't, against this defense, you need to throw those slow developing plays out.
Yeah.
Kick them out of your playbook
because they're pinning their ears back up 35-7,
yep.
And they're coming off the edge every play. Back to pass, Jones with a quick throw there. And just missed Thomas. You see the crowd in the north end zone there, about 30 deep, hundreds more standing up there under the concession stand. A great atmosphere, great place to watch a football game right here in north end zone.
They've got to convert here on this 4th down and get 7.
Yep. We'll call timeout here.
Yeah, it's a critical play.
This is a big play, biggest play in the ball game right here. So with that, we're going to take a break in the action and come back to you with this 4th down play on BravadoWireless.com.
We're going Volti. If you're not on a Volti-compatible device, it's time to stop by your local Bravado store to see if you are eligible for an upgrade. Any phones older than a Samsung 8, an iPhone 7, or 3G data devices all need to be upgraded.
Welcome back to the Bravado Wireless Game of the Week, where CHECOTAH faces a 4th and goal from their EUFAULA 10-yard line, and a critical down, 3:12 left here in the first half, and CHECOTAH needs to stay close here. They need to get a score. They've switched quarterbacks, brought in Jacob Jones for this drive, had a big strike to Jaden Bray, and got him inside the 5, but they went backwards here the last 3 plays. And Now we got EUFAULA calls the timeout. We'll stay here and talk a little bit about our sponsor, Bravado Wireless. And you saw an ad earlier from Cross Wireless, part of the same family. Cross, based in Warner, Oklahoma, is a local telephone carrier and owns Bravado Wireless. And Bravado Wireless is the wireless branch there for Cross and the MBO family. And Chris, what we got the new iPhone coming out soon?
We will have, but we're knee deep in upgrading the network into a 5G system, and the new one of the features of the new phone is no more SIMs.
Really?
So, and that's a 5G feature. So we've got to finish our upgrade before we can offer the iPhone 14.
Gotcha.
So, but it's coming.
Still got the 13.
We still have the 13 and
I've
the 12.
got the flip phone, the Samsung Galaxy flip phone.
So it's just it's coming, and basically the new big feature is what we call SIMless.
Wow.
So,
well, that's exciting, and go stop by your local Bravado Wireless store here. You see Thomas at the top of your screen. I don't know if we can get a shot of this. He is double teamed by EUFAULA. They're going to take away the fade route opportunity, and they're going to throw it anyway. And Thomas beats them both around the corner and almost makes the play in the end zone. You don't see many. He looked like a gunner on special teams where they double team the gunner, the outside guy, and he almost makes a play, but everyone in the stadium knew where that ball was going. And just couldn't get it high enough to where he can get away from him, and that will end a strong CHECOTAH drive there with EUFAULA taking over. Plenty of time to score here. Up 35-7, 3:07 left here in the second quarter.
You know, that's just good coaching. I mean, to recognize that he's out here split out wide and what they're going to do and double teaming him.
Yeah. Watkins gets it, bounces outside, and he bobbles it. Has to fall on it. Boy, he had room to run too, and couldn't see the defender. Maybe Hall knocked it away as he was getting ready to turn it upfield, batted it out of his hands, and he had to fall on it, save the possession. Oh, that's Jaden Bray. Great play by Bray, getting a hand on it, knocking it backwards. That was very dangerous there. But they retain possession on a good hustle by Watkins. 2:53 in camp.
I expect them to just run clock here.
Tell you what, he is a horse to bring down. That'll bring up, gains 3, gets it back across the original line of scrimmage. Be 3rd and 9 with 2:30 to go here. Not sure if, I'll tell you, as accurate as he's been tonight, we'll see if they're a Riverboat gambler or not. I trust my quarterback. He's a senior, been in big ball games. He knows what's going on. I'd give him a run-throw option here. Probably rolling right or rolling left if it were me. See what he can get here, and if he doesn't like what he's got, he can keep him on the ground.
There it is.
And Adcock just plows across the first down marker and burst outside the 30 for a huge gain. It's from the 11 to the 31, so we're going to call it a 20-yard gain on 3rd and 9. And just I'm sorry, it's out to 26. I missed it by 5 yards there.
So let me ask you, you asked me a question on quarterbacks. Let me ask you, do you think he'd be a better safety or quarterback at the next level?
I think he'd be a better quarterback at the next level. I mean, he throws it really well, moves well. I think he's really savvy. He makes good decisions. Like that play right there. I mean, I think he just made the right read. He's not going to put the ball in bad spots. I like his upside because he's got good arm strength, good size, and he's got good feet. Shows his athleticism by playing both ways. I don't know where he's. I haven't seen recruiting rankings on him. I think he's a higher projected baseball player than he is.
Yeah, I think you're right too.
A football player, but he's definitely a D2, potentially D1 type of quarterback. Good arm strength and plays in a system where he's got to make some plays and he's got to distribute the ball. He got the strength to throw a 10-yard out to the field, and you know, that's something you look for there. As clock ticks under minute 30, and looks like EUFAULA will be content to keep it on the ground and run this clock down and get to halftime up 35-7. Now, may take a shot here, may give him the option to take a shot. See cover one here, see Bray back. Well, Adcock takes the snap and probably a little surprised.
Yeah, there's like an inadvertent snap there.
Yeah, but clock under a minute. Adcock loses his helmet, gives the football to the official, and looks like we'll run this thing down. And we're gonna have about 4-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. So I imagine they'll take this down to 4, call timeout, and then punt it away. Really good efficiency there by EUFAULA. First half only had one drive where they were held out of the end zone. No turnovers, only had one close call for a turnover, and really just a good, clean game plan by EUFAULA and good execution. CHECOTAH showed us moments of, you know, flashes of brilliance. And
they've got a talent. They've got some talent. I think some of their schemes, they might have got game planned in this first half, but you know, I definitely wouldn't roll up into a cover 0, but you know, we'll see what they come out and do in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, and sometimes time and situation dictate that. I mean, we see teams in the NFL all the time run cover 0, but it's really critical passing plays and stuff, and we'll see how it goes here. But there's a reason we're in the box and they're on the field, so you know, we got to keep that in mind to our viewing audience as well. But I'll tell you what, if you're right here, you can't make a big mistake. We saw it in the buy-in game, kicking game, mistake late in the half cost points, I believe, to I may have my games mixed. We saw a 96-yard kickoff return.
Game one,
yeah. McAllister late in the half and
down by 1.
Down, and they gave it up. So you don't want to give one a chance to touch the ball, because he's probably the fastest guy on the field here. And so I'm sure Greg was told, don't kick it to 1, but if he gets this thing up in the air, you know, don't think he doesn't have the ability to take it back to the house.
We want to remind everyone that we're going to televise the bands at halftime instead of just having a static camera. We want these students work hard, and we want to give them the credit where credit is due.
And that's why you don't kick it to number 1. Right there, you see the elite speed and explosiveness right there.
Of course, a flag on the last play.
Yeah.
So we may have one. If it's on EUFAULA, they'll get an extra down.
But boy, look, you see the explosiveness of Elijah Thomas, just a sophomore, folks. Drawn a lot of Division I interest so far because of that kind of speed and athleticism. Really, first time we've seen the ball in his hands tonight, where he's had some room to make a play, and you see what the opportunity looks like when he does, because he can go. And it looks like officials. Personal foul, late hit. We're going to have one untimed play here. So I'm going to tell you, if I'm CHECOTAH, I'm lining him up wide, and I'm throwing it to 1. So I don't think they could kick field goal, but I don't think kicking a field goal with Carter Stewart is going to do him a lot of good. Should be at about trying to figure out where this play's going to be. They haven't marked it off yet. So now they're marking
18.
it off. So it should be from the 33 to the 18.
Yep, they're marking it at the 18-yard line. So we got one untimed down before halftime.
They employ the double coverage here on Thomas again. I might stack him up with a receiver, so you put 2 with him. You can't really hide him, but you put a safety over the top. Let's see what they do right here. Yeah, they got him with trips over here. corner route with him. Oh, he's wide open. He's wide open, doesn't have time. Jones is trying to find time, keeps dancing. And Draven Gregg brings him down. If he runs to the left here, instead of about a 5-yard circle, he's got time to throw it, and he had Thomas open in the end zone. But Draven Gregg, number 68, 6'3", 260-pound defensive. Please don't tell me we got another flag. Nope, we don't. And so that.
Yes, we.
So it's holding on the offense. So they called it, declined the penalty, and we're going to halftime, folks. Stick around for both bands as they present at halftime, and come back for second half action after the bands play. And make sure you go to bravadowireless.com, register for the $50 grocery drawing in the side to be given away at the end of the season.
At the Battle of the Rock.
Battle of the Rock. We'll see you in a few minutes. Enjoy your halftime entertainment.
Should have been here. Yeah, he broke the school record. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was amazing.
What do you mean? How did you see it?
It's on Bravado TV.
Let Bravado Wireless keep you connected with unlimited home internet plans starting at just $49.99 per month. Restrictions apply. See store for details. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. With a dedicated history of serving communities with communications technologies beginning with the home phone line, today Cross is a local internet service provider that is proud to offer fiber broadband connections directly to your home. Cross's priority has always been communications technologies. We are focused on sustainable broadband infrastructure. We are expanding to reach homes with no connectivity, and we are upgrading existing networks to better serve all of our customers. Right now, we are having a home internet sale, and you can have speeds up to 100 megabits per second at only $52 per month. For other plans, prices, and details, call one of our stores today. Cross, the communications difference.
Entering the field is the class of CHECOTAH. Directors are Ashley Hackler and Alice Moore. The class is under the field direction of Cheyenne Spindle Barlow. Battery percussion captain Gunnar Smith. It's strange what I became. Boulevard captain Krista Cloud. Mid percussion captains are Mackenzie Nestor and Allison Rice. 2022 field production is entitled Medusa. Performance selections include Poseidon's Chase, Athena's Reckoning, and Medusa's Revenge. The shadows are creeping in. I didn't ask for this. Never forget, I didn't ask for this.
The snake-haired organ Medusa was not always a hideous and terrifying creature. Rather, she was a priestess and a beautiful woman whose beauty and elegance was even compared to the goddess Athena. Long before Medusa faced off with Perseus, there was Poseidon. found the goddess to be nowhere when the mighty Poseidon chased her into the temple. A petrified Medusa had hoped that by entering the temple, Athena would have come to her rescue. Unfortunately, the Greek goddess was nowhere to be found. Horrific incident reached Athena. The goddess flew into an uncontrollable rage.
He comes forward. Is it really her? Who is this? What?
The Greek goddess takes out her anger and disgust on Medusa. Athena punishes Medusa by turning her beautiful hair into venomous serpents. She cast out Medusa to forever be alone and feared.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, please welcome the Pride of EUFAULA. The Pride of EUFAULA is a 21-time OSSAA State Sweepstakes Award winner and a 31-time recipient of a superior rating at the OSSAA Regional Marching Contest. The band is under the direction of Rusty Helms, Michelle Barnes, and Amber Singleton. The band is also assisted by percussion instructor Sean DeNike. The band is led on the field by senior drum majors Robert Johnson, Andrew Worley. The band will be performing the first and second movements of the 2022 competition show entitled The Descent into Madness, featuring the songs Mad World, Madness, Happy Together, and Creep, featuring baritone soloist Mason Rose and color guard soloist Maddie Matney.
So hard to let you go.
Drum majors, is your band ready? Please welcome the pride of EUFAULA. Ladies and gentlemen, your Ironhead cheerleaders will be traveling to CHECOTAH, Oklahoma tomorrow morning to compete in the 2022 OSSAA Regional Cheerleading Competition. Come out and support those Ironhead ladies just like they support these football teams every Friday night. See you in CHECOTAH.
Friday Night Lights Game of the Week, hosted by Bravado Wireless. I'm Curtis Ranch, joined alongside Chris Rule. And Chris, we've seen EUFAULA jump out to a 35-7 lead. What are your thoughts on the first half?
I just, you know, it's going to be a long second half for CHECOTAH if they don't make some changes. They need to make some adjustments. EUFAULA has over 200 yards on the ground, obviously some big plays, but first and foremost, to me, you got to stop that run game.
Absolutely. They've loaded up to stop the passing game, and they've done that by allowing EUFAULA to run it, and kickoff fielded at about the 15 by Gavin Watkins, who, if he can make one more miss, boy, he had a chance to go all the way. Races to the other side of the field, finally brought down on the play by number 15, Ryan Swepston. And so EUFAULA starts first. They drive down and score here. This game's going to be really close to out of reach for CHECOTAH. So it's a big series for CHECOTAH to get a stop, which they've done once, and they get a stop and get the ball back and try to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers here.
Both teams need to clean up the penalties. If I was EUFAULA, you know, I'm going to try to get better.
Yep.
And eliminate, you know, penalties and dumb mistakes. And you know, if this game's quickly close to getting out of hand, and if they score again or whatever, then you need to work on yourself.
Absolutely. So trips to the top of the screen here is Adcock takes a handoff, or takes the snap, gives it to Watkins, who really had nowhere to go. Right there is number 77, Jonah Marshall, and 75, Rain Westbrook did a good job on containing him right there.
You know, both Adcock and number 33, they both have over 100 yards for the first half. Again, you got to focus on stopping that.
watch quarterback run game here. Cover 0. He's going to run. Got a block right there, and here goes Adcock. So just a good job of delaying, seeing where the blitz is coming, and then making an adjustment, getting outside for a first down. The empty formation really spreads CHECOTAH out, and I think it makes it easy for EUFAULA to find running lanes, and has a chance to break it almost every time with that play. Again, just want to remind you, BravadoWireless.com has a drawing tonight for a $50 grocery cart, and if you got to the end of the third quarter to sign up for that. Watkins in motion, quarterback lead here by Adcock. He's going to keep it on the ground and gets wrestled out of bounds at about the 37. So we got sign up for that, and then sign up on BravadoWireless.com for the end of the season drawing for a half a side of beef, brought to you in collaboration with Watson Meat Market. So second and five here. Adcock showing strong running here. I think you keep running until they stop it. Cover 1 here. Adcock rolls left and fumbles. Drops it rolling left, and then covered on the play with Isaiah Vargas with a big loss. Number 55. Big play for him in his final McIntosh County War. See him get inside. Greg, I'm sorry. 3rd and 15. Going to go empty formation here. This is a dangerous, I think it's drop back.
Blitz up the middle.
You got the screen play by Watkins. Boy, if he catches that, folks.
He's gone.
He is gone. And just couldn't hold on to it long enough to get him the ball. But if he catches that, Greg had leverage on the outside, and he had room to run.
Great play call against the blitz.
Yeah, they've run it 2 or 3 times tonight. Had a big game the first quarter with it. It's kind of an OU concept that you see a kind of a mesh route across the middle. Trav and Greg back to punt it. Oh, we got a little spiral there going. Just across midfield, going to be down on the 49 by number 3, Jackson Orman. And CHECOTAH gets the ball, start second half. 9:40 left in the third. Midfield. Got to find a way to get the ball to Elijah Thomas. Just throwing it up to him. He's been doubled every time they've gone to him. I mean, get him in jet sweep would be a good place. Maybe wildcat him. I like putting a receiver out here with him because you can't just double him. If you do, then the other receiver, in this case number 5, Lane Elliott. See that play combination? They're both in the same passing window. So miscommunication there appeared to be, but you see it, Thomas pushing off, a little 5-yard route, easy play, gains 9, 2nd and 1. Jacob Jones back to pass, hits Connor Collins for a first down. Easy passes here, easy pitch and catch. Got banged up his knee there a little bit on the reception. Number 6, he can't make it to the sidelines. Going to have to be replaced.
Penalty on the.
No, he's calling the officials timeout. Penalty on EUFAULA moves the ball.
Personal foul.
Well, on the quarterback. We're going to take a quick break because we got injury on the field, and we'll be back with more third quarter action here in a moment from BravadoWireless.com.
Stop by your local Bravado Wireless store to discover our current plans and promotions.
Well, dude, I didn't see anything.
We're Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to Bravado Wireless game of the week here in EUFAULA. The Ironheads lead 35-7. Early third quarter with CHECOTAH driving inside the 20. Handoff and fumble. Matt.
EUFAULA recovers.
Yeah.
That slow developing play, and there's big number 77.
Yeah, Rashawn Watts living in the backfield there and recovers the fumble, and big play right there for the Ironheads to stall another drive out. Just miscommunication, poor handoff at the mesh point. High snap caused that, and Hall falls on the bench, had it, and Watts just kind of took it away. It's kind of right next to him, but didn't have it in his possession. And 77 gets rewarded by getting a turnaround and block.
And he's played a great game.
He has been phenomenal for him tonight, that's for sure. Playing right guard on offense, nose tackle on defense. Done a good job for the Ironheads. One of the reasons they've been able to run the ball so well. Pippinger in motion. Handoff to Watkins. He races around the edge. Oh, face mask. That'll be the 16th penalty for 115 yards so far by EUFAULA, by our count. Face mask, that's my 15-yarder. And first down, and just cannot win football games with 16 penalties.
That's 10 for 65 for CHECOTAH.
Oh, that's 10 for 65 for CHECOTAH. So we've had
25 penalties.
25 penalties between the two teams tonight, folks. And how I look at that is that I'll be home about 1.
And we're only in the third quarter.
We're quick approaching 9:30, and we're in the middle of the third quarter. Late start here tonight, 7:30 kickoff. Trips left, Adcock back. A little quick hitch route to Bumgarner. Fumbles. And looks like number 55, Vargas. Isaiah Vargas with the recovery. And back-to-back turnovers. Gives the ball back to CHECOTAH. And the official wanted to throw a flag. We see a flag signal, but I think that's just a marker for where the fumble occurred. Just good quick out route, hitch route here, and double team, good tackling there by the Wildcats to get the ball back, knock it loose, and turn the ball over here. Let's see if they can make them pay. Jones has been the more effective quarterback of the two playing tonight. Bronson Bauer in the first half, and then Jones coming in. Jones was penciled in to be the starter. And Hall showing why he got 300 yards last week. Great running. But this one's gonna come back, folks. Boy, he showed some balance. We got a hold that will negate the penalty. You see the replay right here. Hall bounces, gets away from Bumgarner, misses another one, Watkins there, and then runs over a third and gets it inside the 15, but it'll come all the way back out to, that's a second or third penalty that has been a 30-plus yard penalty, negating a 20-plus yard play, pushing it back 10 yards. Those are just daggers if you're trying to make a comeback in a rivalry game here. Twins to both sides. Jones back to snap, dropping straight back. It's Collins on a little 6-yard hitch route, little curl route right there. Wide open. EUFAULA playing cover 2, keeping the ball in front of them. They'll give up that play and brings up 2nd and 15. But I think if you're CHECOTAH, Thomas is offsides by about 7 yards.
Nice deep drop. Jones has looked pretty. It's
looked the better quarterback, and
Exactly.
I think some of that. Let's give credit to Bauer. I mean, he was the starter. He's coming in. Some of that's just playing in a big ball game. You know, I mean, you see that at the college level. You see it sometimes at the pro level. I mean, a big ball game, quarterback's ball tends to sail, a little nervous, a little anxious, got a little more, a little adrenaline flowing, and so it doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback. You just sometimes you got to manage the situation under the lights. And not surprisingly, we have another penalty. Folks, if I sound frustrated by the penalties, I'm just echoing what I think the coaches are thinking, because you cannot have this many penalties, either team. Now, you can afford it if you're up 35-7, but we've been here for 25 minutes, and we've run 5 minutes of clock because of all the penalties. Jones back to pass, looking deep.
Batted ball.
I think Greg got a hand on that. See 68 coming in late. I think he might have got a paw on that. And that'll bring up 4th and 10 from the 37. And if you're CHECOTAH, you can't afford this drive to stall here. You got to find a way. I mean, number one's one of the best looking prospects we've seen this year. And you got to find a way to get him the ball. He runs a drag route and was open and didn't get him the ball.
So turnover on downs. EUFAULA will take over at the 40-yard line.
Yep.
39.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it 38. But the Thomas kid is the best wide receiver prospect we've seen this year. Easily. He's a sophomore, drawing a lot of D1 interest, and he's been targeted 4 or 5 times, every one of them against a double team. You got to find a way to get him in man, and you got to find a way to get him the ball. If he's your best player, he's your best athlete. Inside handoff to Watkins. Good penetration there by 24. Nathan Gray forced him inside and corralled by his teammates. Bring up 2nd and 10. Well, EUFAULA's content to see this clock tick. Right here, play with more tempo in the first half. They're going to let this thing go under, I bet under 10 before they snap it. And that's a good thing because you want to run clock, but it takes them out of the flow of their offense too. You wonder how much of an impact that has. Adcock rolls right. He's got Bumgarner deep. He's got Caden Rice breaking. Just couldn't get it to him. Good effort there by number 11. Outstretched arms, diving on the play to get the ball, but couldn't bring it in. See Adcock, good patience. Rolls right. Good penetration there by 89. Michael Grider.
Just a little bit more air under that ball, and that's a completion.
Yeah, but it's good adjustment by Rice. Rice was going down the middle and saw him rolling and breaks it off and sprints to the sidelines to give him a good target to throw to. 3rd and 10.
Blitz up the middle.
Miscommunication right there between Bumgarner and Adcock. Frustration by the offensive coordinator there in the white. and had him open, and just miscommunication right there, and wanted to punt it away. So while you want to take clock, I think you still want to you still want to play good football. You want to execute on offense. They were only stopped one time in the first half, and that's the second 3 and out for second possession with no points for EUFAULA. So a little frustration in that standpoint. You want to play good, clean football. You want to get out of here without injury, but you also want to move the football. You want to do things right.
It's hard to come out and, when you got a 35-7 lead and come out of that locker room in the second half and play with an intensity and, focus that you need to play clean.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's tough.
Yeah, it's tough for fans. It's tough for coaches, and it's tough for players. But I think you'll see how much they respond to that. But again, you see trips here to the bottom of your screen, and EUFAULA's going to take a timeout, I believe, with not enough players on the field. So with that, we're going to take a break in the action. 6:33 left in the third. EUFAULA leading 35-7. Presented by Bravado Wireless. Game of the week here is the Ironheads control the ball game 35-7 with 6 minutes and 6:25 and counting here. Chris, we've enjoyed a great first half of action and kind of a slow start here to the second half.
Yeah, and penalties and just sluggish play, and again, it's like I was saying, it's tough when you got a 28-point lead to come out and have that focus and intensity that allows you to play fast and clean.
Absolutely. Both teams trying to find rhythm offensively here in the second half, and both teams probably wanted to see this clock tick a little bit. If you came to see the Elijah Thomas show, it has yet to occur. Number one at the bottom of your screen here. You don't quite see him in our screen right here. Big-time prospect for CHECOTAH, and just every time they try to go to him, he's seen double coverage tonight. He's seen jet sweep right here, and Jacob Jones just gets collapsed, and we saw that in the first half. When he goes in motion, the outside backer from the motion side follows him once the ball snapped, and just that is Luke Adcock there, number 4, and just chases him down and brings easy sack for the Ironheads.
And that's play recognition and film study and understanding what your opponent's trying to do or is going to do on that play. And if you're CHECOTAH, you got to recognize that hey, they know what we're going to do there and mix it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost blocked it there. Oh, what a play. Got to get out of the way, but he fortunately recovers it, or he has heard the wrath of his coaches, number 36 there. Thought the ball was bouncing away, Ashton Kimsey, and but he was alert enough to fall on the ball and see if he's met by the coaches coming off the field. And Coach Newton was telling him, hey, we'll talk about that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that you make, and when you go to film study on Saturday morning, you just disappear in the room.
Yeah, you're trying to hide.
Because you know it's going to be called.
You know it's coming, especially after a win. You're going to have something a little lighthearted.
Yeah, and that's one of those,
When
we played, they rolled back and forth 3 or 4 times to make sure you knew what mistake you did.
Yeah. Adcock just battling, folks. Big time run, and then we got a face mask on top of that. I think he hurt his hip right there. See if he gets up, see if he keeps playing. So
that was his 14th carry, so he's probably feeling it a little bit.
Yeah. Personal foul, horse collar. So that's going to tack on 15 to about a 19-yard run right there, maybe 20-yard run. Just quarterback lead. It's where he scored one of his touchdowns in the last touchdown of the first half. Just bounces it outside, following Greg, and then bouncing it because the hole's filled, and make a good run outside, and then a 15 tacks it on, pushes it close to the 30. 4:37 left here in the third. Clock ticking. Adcock, check with me. We'll let this clock tick down. I bet they won't snap it till under 10. Trying to take some time off the clock. Adcock back to pass. Pressure up the middle. He avoids it. Good arm strength. Oh, wow. Shade.
Oh, he catches it. What a play.
What an acrobatic play right there. And folks, I mean, that is
might be the play of the night.
We need to call Sports Center on this one, folks. And I need to get my camera ready so I can video this for everyone back home. We're gonna need to see this one more time. Now that I got the video ready.
Good camera work there.
Come on, can we see it one more time, cameras? Please. Here we go. Adcock avoids, finds Shade over the middle. He dives for it, pops
he might
up.
have been.
He was probably held, but
yeah.
28, Creed Hall, there for the pick up and return. Big time play by Creed Hall. Hand off by Hall. He got room to run. If he gets a block, boy, good running right there. Down from the 24 out to the cross midfield. It's a 27-yard gain. Just simple trap play right there. Jones under center. Check with me. Look for the adjustment there. He's ready to snap it. Trips to the top. Back to pass.
He's going to get Adcock's got him.
Jaden Bray had the ball. Lost it as Greg closed down on him and rolled him over. Trav and Greg, let's talk about his athleticism, folks. He's a left tackle. He plays in certain situations, plays defensive end, and he's playing inside linebacker right now and covering in space and doing a really good job of it. The kid's a junior. He's a really good player for EUFAULA. Collins with the catch and the good pursuit right there. Tackled outside by Caden Rice, number 11.
Close to a lateral there down the line.
Yeah.
If he doesn't catch that, that's a live ball.
Got a timeout on the field. I think Collins is
player down.
Yeah. Or somebody else got rolled into it. Looks like number 2. It's Bray, Jaden Bray. We're going to take an official's timeout here, and we'll take a break in the action ourselves on BravadoWireless.com. Welcome back to the Bravado Wireless Game of the Week here in EUFAULA. CHECOTAH football inside the 45 of EUFAULA. Handoff to Creed Hall, bounces it down the right side, got the first down, knocked out of bounds at about the 34 by Caden Rice, but not before he gets a first down. I want to remind you, Bravado Wireless travels next week to Warner as they host the Vian Wolverines coming to town in district action, and we'll be there live at 6:30 next Friday night in Warner as see Jacob Jones looking to the sidelines. Handoff inside to Creed Hall. Slammed to the ground. Boy, that's a hard tackle right there. Jacob McNeely, senior lineman right there, just wrestles him down, slams him hard. Drive continues, 2nd and 9. Jones, clock ticking, under 250, 240 and counting. Back to pass, hitch route to Bray, steps over defender, and
Warner being undefeated and Vian losing last week ought to be a pretty good game, though.
Who did Vian lose to? We lost. See some scores. We got Bray out with cramps, it looks like. 3rd and 4. Lincoln Christian.
Yeah, they had lost against Lincoln Christian, but not too many people are going to put a W up on Lincoln Christian.
Boy. As Elijah Thomas crossed on the post route, just overthrew him. One of the best, most open he has been all night, and got to put that ball on the numbers there. Trips to the left here on a 4th and 3. Blitz off the edge, and that just thwarts it for nothing. High snap, showed the delayed right there. Creed Hall had nowhere to go as number 26 came off the edge, Ashton Lunsford, and turns the ball over on downs. 1:42 left in the 3rd here. See some of our fans over across the way tonight from CHECOTAH wearing the royal blue, silver of the Wildcats. You see obviously the crimson or the burgundy adorned here at EUFAULA Ironheads. And 1st and 10 from their 30. Kind of crossback action there. Caden Bumgarner still running. Stopped at about the 33. A good effort there by Bumgarner.
I was reading on today that some of the favorite EUFAULA sons are going to get their statues unveiled at next week at the K-State game.
Talking about the Selman?
The Selman brothers.
Yes, sir. J.C. Watts is mad about that.
I bet his is coming someday.
35-7, Adcock taking his time. We'll snap this under 10. Hand off to Watkins. Bounces it out to the left. Good tough running, good shoulder lean, pushes it across the first down. Breaks a couple of tackles for a gain of about 9. And that'll move the chains and bring us close to the end of the 3rd quarter. Ball on the 43. Probably got time for one more snap here in the quarter. Adcock surveying the field. Going to check with me. Play clock under 10. Bumgarner moves to the right. Handoff to Bumgarner. Bounces it to the outside. It's a foot race. He's chased down from behind by number 24, Nathan Gray, but not before getting another first down. He hit that hard.
His head bounced off the grass pretty hard.
Yeah, that's not real good right there. You see the replay right here. Chase down from behind. Good, tough running. And undersized, but certainly a tough player, and just gets the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully he's fine, but bring 1st and 10 at the CHECOTAH 45 as we start the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break in the action and get hydrated for this fourth quarter coming up here on BravadoWireless.com.
On top of the mountain.
Hey, you should have been here. Yeah, he broke the school record. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was amazing.
What do you mean? How did you see it?
It's on Bravado TV.
Let Bravado Wireless keep you connected with unlimited home internet plans starting at just $49.99 per month. Restrictions apply. See store for details. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We're back here for the last 2.9 seconds. I guess the quarter didn't end. It was a stoppage of play because of the injury on the field of Bumgarner. So we're going to let the clock run out, and now we'll take a break in the action as the Ironheads continue to hold a 35-7 lead going into the fourth quarter here.
Hi, welcome to Bravado. How can I help you today?
Hi, we were hoping you could tell us why everyone is switching to Bravado Wireless.
It's probably because their plans start at just $40 a month.
Yeah, and they have unlimited high-speed data.
And the same nationwide coverage.
But they probably have really old, outdated phones.
No, actually they carry the top-of-the-line Samsung and Apple devices.
But how?
I don't know, but they must be doing something right. They've been family-owned and operated since 1911.
So you're telling me that Bravado Wireless has a $40 per line per month plan, unlimited high-speed data, the same nationwide coverage, and all the latest Samsung and Apple products?
Yep. Stop by today to take advantage of our $40 a month per line plan. A deal so good, you might just want to switch. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back. Start the fourth quarter here at BravadoWireless.com. And inside handoff to Caden Bumgarner, which is going to be blown dead. I think he moved.
Yep, he moved early on.
He just leaned forward a little bit. Kind of like I did on my drive on 18 today.
Lean to the left a little bit?
I just leaned forward in that. Just never saw the ball again. 1st and 15. 11:57 left in a highly penalized McIntosh County war. Probably one of the more highly penalized games we've covered in years here at Bravado Wireless. And nonetheless, the Ironheads lead 35-7, and unless some miraculous turner, there's another penalty on Watkins, number 33. Just pre-snap penalties are just drive you nuts as a coach. I bet you they're going to be doing some work on that, some freeze work there this week, because they just got to clean that up as you get into district play. I mean, EUFAULA is a state, gold ball caliber team, and just can't make these types of mistakes. And then there's another penalty. 3 consecutive pre-snap penalties, 2 on EUFAULA, 1 on CHECOTAH.
And they'll get back 5 of their 10.
Yep. But if you're going to be a state championship caliber team, you cannot have these many penalties. Just can't do it. Got to have more discipline than that. And so we'll see how this plays out. And both teams adjust as they go into district play next week. I've got the games. I apologize for stumbling on that. Adcock bounces it out to the right, picks up a gain of 2 or 3. CHECOTAH in District 3A3, and EUFAULA in 2A2 or 2A6. We'll get you their games next week. Second. I'm one class too low here. Twins to both sides of the field.
He's going to air it out.
EUFAULA will be at Spiro next week. Start district play.
They're going to give him first down.
And get a first down there. Caden Rice turning it upfield. Spiro picked to be a playoff team here. District play, so it'll be a tough one on the road for EUFAULA. CHECOTAH will travel to Muldrow. Start district play. Gavin Watkins bounces it up inside the 30 to the 29. Nice run on first down. Tell you what, we've seen a lot of improvements in EUFAULA since we saw them in week 1 against Vian. Run the ball with much more authority, a lot better penetration in the backfield with their defensive front. And aside from the penalties, have cleaned up a lot of things. Adcock's been really sharp in both the running game and the pass game. But I'll tell you what, Watkins-Bumgarner combo with the running back really takes a lot of pressure off of him.
Yeah, and you know, their line play being so much better, you know, is totally, you know, changed their offense.
Yeah, Bumgarner bouncing it up. You saw him get injured towards the end of the third quarter there. Show some toughness getting back in. You see our crew in the truck behind us doing their job, making us look great. And who's that madman running around? And we want to say thanks to all of our broadcast team here at Bravado Wireless. Want to say thank you to Bravado Wireless for spending the money, spending the energy and the effort to put a team together to broadcast these games for local communities. And I think it's one of the coolest things I've seen done by a wireless carrier. And you know, they'll cover NBA games, but they're not covering EUFAULA CHECOTAH, but Bravado is. Boy, you see good toughness right there. Jacob Jones, or no, I'm sorry, that's Dallas Carter, hits him.
We're proud of these productions. We have replay and you know, the graphics and things. You don't just see that usually on high school streams.
Yeah, you see this versus Cox broadcast or whatever. We got we have 10 cameras here.
We run 8.
8 cameras, my bad.
It's all right.
And do a great job though, and get a lot of compliments on production of these broadcasts. As Watkins bounces that, gets pulled down from behind.
He's pulling him.
They're going to call it probably a horse collar the way through that on Jonah Marshall. I don't know that it was. Call a face mask. But these officials are tired of throwing the flags. Might get tendonitis from throwing this many flags tonight.
Coach Larry's not going to, he's definitely, that'll be another point of emphasis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next week.
And for the first time in the history of this great rivalry, one of these two teams will win 4 straight. And congratulations, Coach Newton Jr. as the clock ticks under 8.5 minutes. And I think it's safe to say this one's probably pretty secure.
If it isn't in the books, it's close.
And pushes across the first down to get it inside right at the, about the 12, looks like.
Yeah.
But, just simple football. Make simple passes. take what the defense gives you in the run game. Kind of a different formation here. Power formation. That means Adcock's going to run it right up the middle. Carries it inside the 10 down to about the 7.
Almost like a split power eye.
Yep. Definitely a power package. And that's what you get when you got Adcock running the football. And boy, when you got a quarterback of his quality in 2A level, they're going to be formidable come November because he can run it. They can control. The line continues to improve. You know, they made a state semifinals last year. There's some really good teams in Class 2A, but we saw them early. Didn't think they had the same explosiveness. They really improved offensively in 2 weeks. As Bumgarner gets wrapped around and slung down again by 75. Rain Westbrook, he may have a little steer wrestling in him, boy. He tackles. He'll sling you. Most of the crowd still intact here. Boy, Beggs got rolled last week by Rejoice Christian. As you look at 2A contenders, that's the team you got to think about. Washington, clearly the cream of the crop so far in 2A early. Beggs, number 2 preseason polls. They got beat bad by Rejoice Christian last week. Victory's a team that you can see. We've seen EUFAULA and buy-in. And Pawhuska got beat last week by Hominy in a big rivalry game.
Who was it in week 0 that Washington?
They beat Vian.
Yeah, bad.
They beat Vian bad. On the I think it was. It came back. I think it was 39-27. This memory serves me. But they had them down big, and Vian made about a comeback. Kick is up. Pretty good leg right there, and he's good.
I've not seen Millwood this year. Of course, the team from the west side, but you know, they always step out and play big OKC schools this time of year. So you know, you never really get a read on Millwood or some of those smaller Oak City schools.
Yeah. 38-7 now, 6:09 left in the game, and we turn our attention a little bit to next week and broadcast. We have Warner at Warner Diane, and see the preseason pick for that district. It'll be right up here. Ryan's preseason favorite for that district. See Deshaun Mays. We saw that show on full display here a couple of weeks ago, and Warner's picked 4th in that district.
So currently 2-0.
Be probably playing tonight, I would bet, and see how that looks later on. So see, don't have a lot of scores in so far tonight. Lynn back to kick. Done a good job deep on sides tonight. Boots another one. Kicks it to Jaden Brave. Fields it at the 22. Dances. He's got some room to run. Just got to go upfield, guys.
Oh, he may get the corner. No.
Caden Rice wrestles him down. Boy, it shows a lot of moves, but at some point, you can't just keep going sideways. Pursuit is going to get the best of you. And Brave with great effort there, but ran probably 70 yards to gain 8. And you make a guy miss on that first time he cuts up the field, and he probably goes all the way, or has a chance to go all the way. And so see that mistake a lot by kick returners. And coaches want to get up the field and get the most that they can. But looks like he got dinged up a little bit right there.
Yeah, now if you're EUFAULA, you just want to get out, you know, these next 6 minutes and get out without an injury.
Yeah. Well, both teams do. It's just, trying to get better, trying to get healthy, trying to get ready for district play here.
You see linemen, you got to squeeze. Peter, David, you guys got to play counter better. Squeeze that counter. All right? Hey, you guys get back in. Watch the double move. Remember.
See a lot of teams off tonight using the
They showed a lot of posts.
using the week 0 to give themselves a bye week going into playoffs or going into district action. 5:55. Most of the starters for both teams still out on the field. See a couple of reserves. Number 7 in. Wildcats. Brian Love. Warner won at Shoto tonight to improve to 3-0. Set up a big matchup against Vian. We saw the Vian score earlier. Wow, Verdigris beat Beggs. Number 3 at number 2 won 40-6.
In 4A, Chandler beats Poto 30-21.
That's a huge upset.
That's a huge upset.
Ball 1st and 10. See Collins with the reception. Same kind of plays, caught it all night long. Good job, good toughness right there. Trying to get direction here from Jones. See some Jones running. We'll have to get to the sidelines. Picks up about 3, gets out of bounds. Lincoln Christian loses to Shiloh Christian 42-35. Number 1 team at 3A goes down. Stigler, winner at Stillwell, 55-14. 2nd and 9. Creed Hall, nowhere to go. Shows good toughness. And Draven Craig brings him down from the linebacker position. Stops him after a gain of 1. And 5 minutes and counting, 38-7 lead. Sallisaw loses at Tahlequah, 38-27. Good showing there by the Black Diamonds. And Creed Hall has nowhere to go. He was a big key tonight after 321 yards rushing last week. It's pretty much been bottled. He's had a couple of big runs, but otherwise been shut down tonight. Force a punt, 4:18 left in the 4th. Caden Bumgarner back to receive the punt. Grove winner over Wagner.
That's a surprise.
Big win right there. Cushing, Barrio, Cushing rolling 54-3. Boy, big high punt right there. Angles it away from Bumgarner, will bounce down around the 27, be down there. 3:47 to go. Crowd's starting to thin out for both teams. Lines getting long over at Brahms across the way. And just want to thank you once again, Bravado Wireless, for presenting this broadcast tonight, presenting this opportunity to showcase some of these kids and provide a broadcast for communities otherwise might not have that chance. And so ask you to repay their patronage. You saw some of our ads regarding some of our hunting stuff. I've got a couple of game cameras with them. Spartan cameras are really effective, really good use, and work well wirelessly. I've gotten several updates at my feeders tonight, and so stop in at a local Bravado Wireless store and see all the game cameras that they've got for you to use and improve your hunting. Another flag. Legal shift. Big penalty right there. Most of the students from the CHECOTAH side have left. Most of the EUFAULA fans are still here and cheering their squad on, getting ready to celebrate. Big McIntosh County Award. It's crazy that in 107 games, this series will now be tied 53-53-1.
That just blows me away. That's you know it's a rivalry though when it's both teams are equal.
Yeah.
But it still shocks me that there's not been big runs. That one team it's not 8 years or whatever, and then another team's 8 years, especially with the way, high school football, the players, each year are completely different.
Yeah.
There's another procedure penalty.
Second and 6 after the penalty. The officials must not have far to travel if they keep calling penalties this late.
We're over 30, so
game
we
marred.
had 15 in the first quarter.
Game marred by penalties.
Here comes another one.
Yep.
That's just one of those frustration penalties.
You ever seen an announcer have a frustration penalty?
I think I'm getting ready to.
Long game.
We have some great games coming up. We'll see Hilldale, Fort Gibson, Ada, McAllister.
We got McAllister twice at Dell City and at Coweta back-to-back weeks, right?
Yes.
Should be good and interested to see McCarty. Has he been back? I haven't been able to follow that. Eric McCarty, the super running back, got hurt, broke his hand in our broadcast week 0. Missed the second half of the ball game against Broken Bow. That was a lot closer. Probably would have wanted him on the field. And it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so he didn't play the rest of that. I don't know if he's played the last week or 2. Tough kid. I'm sure he'll be back for district play as the clock ticks under 2.
You see Metro, which is doing
Metro things.
Metro things. They're playing real well and have went up a class and are doing just fine in 3A. So
Adcock hands off. This is number 12, which used to be.
He's gone.
Stop that man, Peter Lee. Peter Lee, Gavin Watkins was number 12 a couple weeks ago. Watkins is wearing 33 tonight. Didn't think there was a number 12. And then we see Peter Lee, number 12, a freshman, makes a big play in a big game. You see good elusiveness and then good breakaway speed. Breaks 2 tackles, breaks a third, and then wins the foot race right here. And gets to the end zone for his first score in McIntosh County Award history. And so good for him. Next score 44-7. And whoa. Kick is up and good there. Brian Lynn had a busy night there. Special teams and extra points. Been perfect on the night.
So the exclamation point is put on this ball game.
Yep.
And
Ironheads jumped out to a 35-7 lead and 10-0 in the second half to put this game away. And congratulations, Coach Newton Jr., for being the first coach in the history of this rivalry to win 4 straight. And got to be pleased with how his team's improved. Got to be disappointed in the penalties, obviously, as we are. But kind of joking, kind of serious. I mean, that's the thing that can hurt you. You cannot get behind the chains. You watch college football tomorrow, and it's amazing how many drives get stopped by penalties. I was at the Dallas game Sunday night to watch the GOAT play, and I mean, 4 or 5 first downs by the Cowboys were negated by pre-snap penalties or penalties. And so you don't get in a rhythm, you don't make plays, you don't sustain drives. And so if you're going to be a championship caliber ball club, you have to do those things.
And, you know, when you get into tough ball games, they become drive killers, just like what you're saying. And, you know, you just...
But, I mean, if you both teams go back and chart penalties and the impact of drives, I'll bet you half of the drives that were stopped tonight were stopped because of penalties, not because of the defense. And that's no discredit to the defense. That's just reality. How about number?
What was he doing?
Trying to... I don't know what he was trying to do. I'm not going to suspect. Yeah. He went to take somebody.
I think he did too. I think he was on a headhunting mission.
Didn't do a very good job of it.
You know, when you just got to keep your head, especially, you know, now.
Yeah.
You're down 45-7. You know, it's just you hold your head up high and you move on.
Nope.
They're wave the flag off.
The flag saying we're not going to call any more penalties. I think is what they're trying to say. Well, congratulations, Coach Newton and the Ironheads, and best of luck to Coach Ross and the Wildcats as they both move into district play, and you know, CHECOTAH will fall to 2-1, and EUFAULA will improve to 2-1. See Creed Hall still running hard late in the ball game. Clock ticks down, close to a minute left. Get some reserves in for the Ironheads, and get them some McIntosh County War action. Jones, just a little high. And see the crowd start flowing out of here. The line remains long at Brahms across the way. Are you going across the bridge on the way home? Or you going east?
No, I'm headed north.
I did Highway 9 coming in tonight. I'm going to do that going back. Probably see it. Have a good chance to see some deer.
Yeah, just don't plant one.
Yeah. Little hitch route to Thomas. Falls short. 4th down. Frustrating night for him.
So if you didn't win the $50 grocery,
how will they find out if you won the $50 grocery card?
Go to the Bravado Wireless Facebook page.
Okay. Can we go to the Bravado Wireless Facebook page and tell them who it's? I don't have Facebook. Will the winner be notified, I guess?
Yes.
Is my question. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The winner be notified, and then register again next week. We're doing that each week, each broadcast the rest of the season. Creed Hall bounces it outside. He's got room to run. Showing some speed, folks. Brought from behind, cut down from behind. Saves a touchdown there after a huge gain. That's a 48-yard gain. Right there, Creed Hall showing some speed, showing how he got 320 yards last week. Good toughness right there, good tough running. Still fighting. We have a substitution here. There's no way this is going to happen without a penalty. Maybe they only played 10 on that one. Hall gets wrestled down about the after a gain of 1. I like to see kids playing hard late, regardless of score. Can't coach effort, man. You don't want to have to coach effort. You don't want to have to coach effort.
You can take a lot with that. You know, you can make a lot of good out of that.
Jones trots back.
Last play.
Connor Collins with another reception on a little hook wrap. And that's the final.
So we want to thank you for tuning in, and congratulations to EUFAULA for a 45-7 win.
Good luck to the rest of these teams the rest of the way, and we'll see you next week in Warner.
Yep.
So for the Bravado Wireless broadcast team, all of our production crew and our cameramen, have a good evening and safe travels home.
Copyright of Bravado Wireless. This game and broadcast should not be reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed without the express written consent of Bravado Wireless and its management.